feel like Matt be getting tight every time I ask him if he get edited in. I don't know. I just feel like that.
Nah, Matt is cool. Matt is wild cool. Sex on Sunday on the bus. I don't see it here.
I just ask him.
Let me see it here. Let me check the drive. Intro, outro.
CR getting high.
Introverted intuition. Bam.
I need me one of those, man.
Bro, I can get you one, bro. I get you a whole set for $70.
Yeah. I still like smoking out of a blunt, like a blunt. Like
All right, real quick. Don't say that. I need this 5 seconds of silence.
check, check, check. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, that means you are now tuned into chapter 61 of the Introverted Intuition podcast. My name is Jeff, aka the Petty Podcaster, aka Young. I'm still working on the nickname shit. I got Lee with me, good looking Lee. Say what's up to the people.
It's me, good looking Lee from the Thank Me Later podcast. Can y'all hear me on this mic? Is this mic okay?
We good.
I can't hear myself. Can you turn me up, CR, please? I gotta hear the people's choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm orange. I gotta hear the people's choice.
This way?
Technical difficulties.
That's fine. That's fine. That's good, CR. You did great.
We also got
did it.
CR, of course.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your man CR, aka Conscious Rap, straight from the 908, representing Jump Out the Frame, JOTF Records, stand up.
How long did it take you to master that? Like both of y'all. How long did it take y'all for you to master y'all intros?
My shit was regular. It just came natural.
Yeah, same thing.
I start every show
just
like
come
that.
natural, like
Every
yeah.
show I start like that. It's me, good looking Lee.
And yeah, exactly. Like I was like, yo, what's good? It's your man CR. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause I do a lot of interviews, so it's just I have to do that.
Oh, he flexing. I
The
know.
mad interviews, like,
chill.
fuck out of here, man, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like,
I said my shit in the mirror mad times, like on some man in the mirror Michael Jackson shit. Like I practice this shit mad times.
your shit's on point.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah, it's consistent.
I hope so. I don't stutter my
Yeah.
words anymore.
Exactly.
Before we get into like our weeks and the topics and shit like that, I just want to say rest in peace to two people. First person specifically is this happened like he passed away on October 17th, my birthday. In St. Louis, he was hung. A young black man named Danye.
Facts.
Danye
Rest in
Jones.
peace.
Yeah.
His mom's is important though. She's a somebody. Well, I mean everybody's a somebody.
Like politically or something like that, or just
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. She had something to do with some kind of political. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the article. His mother's important. They did that shit on purpose.
he was lynched, bro, in
Facts.
2018. I meant to bring this up when I first heard about it, but I don't know, just like
It's hard.
everyone in society, we just get caught up in our own lives and we
Mm-hmm.
just get caught up in the moment. We miss certain things that we forget. But it came to my attention again today, and I just can't forget to say rest in peace to that man, because
Facts.
there's no reason why someone in 2018 should be getting lynched or murdered at all.
Did you guys hear about? I think his name is Jamal Robinson.
Who that?
Nah.
So this all right. So there's a situation at a club, right? Dude comes in, and a whole group of them, they acting drunk, acting wild. It's the end of the night. Armed security guards like, all right, guys, you guys gotta go. So I guess it was some kind of conflict. One of them came back with a gun, started busting, right? A couple of bystanders got hit or whatever. Armed security guard was able to get a hold of him and hold him down. Police were called to the scene. They pulled up. Everybody's like, all right, he's a security guard. Like, he's good. They freaking shot and killed the armed security guard.
What?
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where this was at?
Don't quote me, but I think it was in Memphis.
That's insane.
This story news broke today?
This I heard on the Breakfast Club from Charlamagne.
You heard about in I don't know where it was. Somebody did a wellness check on their friend, and the cop shot his friend, killed him for a wellness check.
So that brings us to like what, 3,000 fucking 100 deaths this year, or
Yeah,
300
listen.
shootings and murder. Like I don't know what the
I
fuck.
ain't calling the cops for shit.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I
What's
don't
the
even
point
know.
at this point? You gonna
I
die.
ain't
You
calling-
you're dead.
yeah.
Like
Calling the damn
Oh, you
Grim
know what I
Reaper.
did want to clear up too? Last week, I thought I sounded smart. Sounded like an idiot. I said that my quote that I try to live by is to seek first to understand, to be understood, and then understand. It's actually backwards. Seek first to understand, and then to be understood. You seek first to understand the other perspective, and then you allow them to understand you. That's what I wanted to clear up. Yeah.
I actually want to clear up something from last week too. I said that Donald Trump would be out of here by like last Friday or whatever. So he's not out of here yet, but some shit did happen to him. Like it came out that he was involved in paying like Stormy Daniels and another woman to like keep hush on like the sexual creepy shit that he did with them. And that came out, but that news kind of got swept under the rug really fast. Like even when you try to Google it, like it's not the first thing that pops up anymore. So I thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, Donald Trump's still in charge and he's doing some more fuck shit. I don't know if y'all saw what he did.
That boy is wild.
He's always doing some shit.
During the interview with the guy from CNN, he kept saying like I don't like you or some shit. Like mad petty.
Oh, I think
like,
I did see that.
And the white lady tried to snatch away the mic and shit.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man. Fuck Donald
He's
Trump.
corny.
But
Facts.
also rest in peace to Stan Lee, man.
Facts.
Oh, major.
Yeah,
Oh,
super,
man.
super.
Yo.
rest in
At
peace.
95.
He lived a long life.
That's what I said.
He lived an amazing life.
Yeah.
Every
Yes.
time I saw Stan Lee, I always say, "Damn, he's still alive."
And he's happy.
Like-
he was always smiling. You know
I was
what I'm
always
saying?
shocked
Like-
he was still alive, yo. Deadass.
Yo, why would you?
Nah, because like like white people don't age like that. They don't live long. I feel like black people live longer than white people. I feel
True.
I mean, they.
positive white people live long.
I was about to say that. Yeah, he's not a regular white person.
Nah,
Mhm.
he's very positive.
He's a positive. Like he did a lot for us. You know what I'm saying?
Did-
Positive
he
white
left us
people
with a lot.
deserve.
All the praise, all the flowers, while they're here and
Deserve.
while they're gone. Did y'all
Yeah.
grow up on comics like that, or
The movies, I'm not a reader, but my uncle reads comics. He draws them.
Mhm.
Like I've always known about comics. I'm just not about to sit there and read a comic book. And it's crazy because you know how it goes. Somebody passed away, and then you go back in their archive and you start. And like I want to read comics now.
yo? There's so many out there. Did you?
Well,
Were
when
you
I
into
was
comics?
growing up, like I was exposed to comics, but not in a way where it was regular. Like I didn't always like. I probably had one or two random. You know what I'm saying? But it was more cartoons. Like I was on Dragon Ball Z, anime.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I had a few comics growing up, but just mostly the cartoons as well.
Yeah.
But those characters he created, Spider-Man was like my favorite superhero growing up.
Mhm.
Like he was most relatable because he was really like a regular dude at the end of the day, but he still had the superpowers. But like his personality, he was very like goofy and funny. And being like a only child, you get connected to things outside of people, like entertainment, comics, and stuff like that.
I can
Characters.
relate.
And that's all I had growing up was
Yeah.
these characters that he created.
Mhm.
So I'm just forever grateful for that.
Facts. You had only child syndrome. I
I'm
forgot.
I'm
Yeah.
an only child
Yeah,
too.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Wow.
Shit was lonely.
I actually.
Your parents are smart.
yeah.
I got a big ass family.
Oh,
How many
snap.
siblings?
How many? Yeah.
Well, my siblings, my older sister, my older brother, me, my little sister, 6.
Shit.
Yeah, it's more for my dad though.
Mm.
Yeah, if you count my dad's kids, it's probably in the teens.
I only wanted 2 kids. More than 2. More
Yeah.
than 2 is asking to go broke. I feel.
My grandmother had 10 kids.
My grandmother had 10 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, 10 with me. She had 9, but
No condoms
Took
in
me
the
in.
households. Y'all households.
usually when I say that,
I
people
got
be
mad
like, "She
cousins.
never read a book." I mean, shut the fuck up. You can't read neither.
So how was y'all weeks? Like, did y'all have any interesting weeks? TR is busy probably.
CR has the longest week, so Jeff, you have to start.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see-
from
Mine's really short. Like I don't know. Like I didn't. It's typical work, fucking 9 to 5 type shit.
Mhm.
But I had an interesting experience about like 2 days ago actually. So I take these sleeping pills, these sleeping gummies actually, these melatonin gummies. And I just started feeling depressed like the morning after I took them one time. I was pretty regular before that, and I read that taking too much melatonin can like cause depression.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it was weird. It was like my second or third time feeling depressed this entire year, and it just felt unfamiliar, but it felt kind of like good too at the same time. And what I mean by that is like I was so used to being depressed like my entire life. When I got to a part of my life where it's not really existent, I felt kind of like off, like I was missing a part of myself. So I kind of felt like a bit relieved that it was back in a way.
That's
In a
different.
weird, it was like a weird experience. And at the end of that depression, I felt more creative than I ever felt my entire life. I wrote like 5 chapters in my book.
That's
I'm
lit.
up to 15 now, and that's when I came up with most of these ideas going forward for the podcast and stuff like that. And have you ever listened to like a certain song that just brings you to a certain place?
Hell
Like it gets
yeah.
you like kind of like
Nostalgic.
super emotional. Like
Hell yeah.
man, every song that was hitting me like that. Like
Mhm.
it was like random songs too, like fucking. I can't even think of one, but this song called "Find Me Too" by Buddy.
Okay.
Album dropped this year called "Hard and Alondra." It's in my
That
top five.
tripping single is fire.
That's in my
with
top
Khalid.
5 album of the years. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard he dropped a solid project. I need to listen to
Bruh.
the whole joint.
That's the best shit out of the West Coast since Kendrick, in my opinion.
Wow.
Damn,
That's heavy.
Yeah, like in my opinion, that's
heavy.
it. But yeah, it was like a wild like tornado of depression and creativity, positivity, and just confidence at the end of it, at the very end. And I just know going forward to 2019, I'm so excited for what's next. Like I don't know what that is specifically. I have goals,
Right.
but I'm ready for whatever's next. And
That's dope.
yeah,
My week was crazy. It's always hectic, but I'm setting up to bring. I did the live show in Chicago. I'm setting up to bring it to New York. Season 3. I'm setting up to just continue to push the bar. Get more events under my belt.
how's the reception from season 3 been so far?
Insane. It's so crazy. Like I still like I be reading these messages like what?
Yeah,
Like, but I always tell people, and like the other day somebody was like, "Nah, son, accept it." And I'm like, it's not that I don't accept it, but like I'm capable of so much more. Like I know I have so much more on the way that sometimes when people be like, "Yo, I'm so proud of you," I be like, "Yo, stay tuned." And it's like, "Nah, son, just accept it." And I do. It's weird. It's weird because like when we talk outside of like before a person compliments me, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna front. Like, I'm nice with this shit.
Yeah.
And then people be like, nah, but you're really the best. And I'm like, chill. Like, it's weird. It's weird. But the week has been like amazing setting up for that. I'm gonna do like a small tour and go and do live shows other places. I have a event in Detroit coming up in January. Yeah, I'm setting up for that too. And, you know, just continuing to build these bridges and find these guests and, you know, deliver good conversation and just grow as a podcaster and an all-around, like, personality.
What I've listened to season 3 so far is you have like a really important skill that all interviewers have in the ability to listen, right? So
Oh,
I've
thanks.
noticed that what you do is like you'll ask like a simple question, like it's like a direct question, but you'll ask it in a way where you'll get more than probably what you were expecting out of the guest. So like they'll go on like a long spiel, but you ask like a 2-sentence question. So like, but you keep doing that. It's like darts, and it just
Yeah.
keeps going. You get more, and like things that they say, it's easier for you to respond to bring more content and drag it along. So like, your ability to listen is definitely what I notice on
Should
every
definitely
episode.
be on
Thank you.
point.
Yeah,
Thank
Definitely
you.
be on
and you don't
point.
ever like get sidetracked or lose like the topic or the
No,
point.
I know what I want to know.
Yeah. So like, I've noticed that throughout interviews in my life, like Charlemagne, and I'm kind of working on that myself. But you specifically, like, that's a really important trait that you have, and
Thank you.
I enjoy it. I'm enjoying.
Thank you
season
so much. Somebody told me today that they enjoy my ability to, I guess, like, demand, like, I guess you know whose show it is at
Yeah.
all times.
Mhm.
I never knew that was a thing. Like, I
But it's
never
true.
knew.
Like when you had me on over the weekend, like if like the vibe was dope as hell, it was just like, yo, I know I'm on Lee's show. Like if I was a listener, I had never heard the show before ever, I would be like, oh, yo, who is that, yo?
That's crazy.
Because you know why? You asked the most questions. You know what I'm saying? You were facilitating a lot of the topics. You know what I'm saying? And you kept it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like
Thank you,
everybody
thank you.
contributed, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? You was stirring up the pot.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm just working on that, man. Just bringing good content, bringing the show out. A lot of people have hit me and said, you know, like, I support the show. The show has done a lot for me. Like, y'all do a lot for me. Cause the show, like, this girl I had over the weekend, she was like, "Hey, I missed my therapy session, but doing your show felt like therapy." And I'm like, "You don't understand. Like, this is my therapy. So if I can facilitate that space for you, my job is done." So, you know, super grateful. So much more on the way.
Definitely.
Come on,
Thanks for
CR, with
that.
your
Thank Me
3
Later
paragraphs.
podcast.
Facts. Check out Thank Me Later podcast. CR, hit me with this 3-paragraph week recap.
All right, so look. Right
When the
Here it
nigga
comes.
say I, so look.
It's about to be a whole spiel.
Son,
Facts. What's up?
bruh. All right. So my week started first. I had a performance.
Congrats.
Thank you
No
at
doubt.
the movement space with Artist Vibes. It was super dope, and it was really special this time because earlier that day I went to a baby shower for my cousin, and she's actually like, we call each other twin cousins because we got the same birthday, same year.
That's so cute.
Yeah, And crazy thing is, right? You know how you play the game, you got to measure the stomach at a baby shower. You know, I won that shit, bro. I was right on the money. It was exact.
Wow.
Like, yeah. And I was like, it's that twin power right there. But anyway, so we had the baby shower. Then after that, but people came from the baby shower, like my cousins that admire my music but never saw me perform. They came out, and it was so like, I think to me that was my best performance because I was so comfortable. Like, and that's why I keep going out there, because people don't understand. I do have anxiety. I do get nervous, and it's crazy because I'll be more nervous on the ride there or at home getting ready than when I'm actually there. When I'm
That's
actually
the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the thing, yo.
When I was in the Uber going to the show, my live show in Chicago, I had the crazy anxiety attack. Like, I was about to cry, but it was people in the back. I was like, fuck out of here. You ain't gonna catch me.
Yeah.
Had to thug it out.
And I went on stage and it was going.
And
The
you
only
killed
thing
it.
that I can watch the video and look back and see that you could tell I was nervous if you know me is that my leg was shaking. Other than that, I was great.
It's hard to control that because sometimes that happens
Yeah.
to me too. Like, I swear that's one of my things. Like, my leg will shake, or not I'm saying, but it's like once you're in the flow of things, it kind of disappears. So that was major for me, and I felt mad comfortable on stage, and it's just like
I feel like you put on like a mask when you get on stage, or when you do anything, have anything like
Yeah.
where you're being recorded or being heard. Like, I feel like you just turn into a different person. Like, it's easy to get outside yourself once you're actually doing it.
I agree. I mean, that's my mentality. It's like, you know, I am me 100% of the time, but there is a difference between CR and Rodley.
Right.
So it's like, once the mic's in my hand, I'm CR. Like, hella confidence comes out of nowhere. Like, I turn to a character. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's fun. And yeah, besides that, planning the album release is gonna be going down. Actually gonna be having Jeff and Good Looking Lee on the panel for that. That's gonna
Facts.
Definitely.
be going down. Having two different ones. One's gonna be more of an intimate one on the 16th. I told y'all, and then the other one will be on the 22nd in the movement space. So yeah, working with this marketing team and just trying to get everything together for this album because I'm putting it all in.
How does that work when you're marketing an album towards the end of the year? Like, have you noticed, like, what's like the hardest part about it, I guess, so far?
I would say there's no one hard part. I think what the hard part comes in the execution. It's so easy to sit down and put things on paper and plan. For me, right? I can plan things out, but the thing that made me fail in the past was the execution and the lack of manpower. So now that I have a team of people who can help and I can delegate certain things to, it makes it a lot easier to execute. So that's really the hardest part because it's like we planned the 2 events. Then I came up with an overview of a 2-year campaign that I want to have behind this album. You know what I'm saying? And I have a formula on like music video, photo shoot, radio spins, and interviews. Like those are the bare bones, and whatever my publicist can put together to help facilitate to it, it'll help. So that's how I just think about it.
Love, peace, and beats.
Yeah, man. I'm really trying.
How many tracks can you say?
11.
11?
35 minutes long.
That's focus. You got some shit to say on that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That is.
You know how you said you felt like the most creative? I have to reset creatively a lot, and today I found it. Today I found like that burst of creativity today.
It comes in spurts. I try not to wait for it. I try to just like be as active as I can. But sometimes I feel like you just have to wait for the random burst and take advantage of it and run with it. But
I know it's gonna get crazy because it's the same. It's not like I'm not gonna say none of the ideas are new. Some of them are, but I've had these ideas for months, for some of them for years, and now I'm in a position where I can do it. So that's how that's what I'm saying. Like I know I'm capable of more.
Like I said, I worked on my book. I'm 15 chapters in. Just thinking about how I even got into that book. It was just a random conversation with my coworker, and I got the idea. But even then, I didn't take advantage of it. I waited for the creativity to come. I waited for the inspiration to come.
Right.
But when it did, I ran with it, and it's just been an all or nothing situation. But I'm hoping to have that out by 2019, publishing all that cover.
Bro,
I
want to
cover.
sign a copy.
Hard-
I'll buy a copy.
Hardcover, paperback.
Oh, man.
You guys, I told you the concept of the book. I'm gonna show you if you remember.
Yeah, you did.
Basically, it's
like
called
calendar.
a personal dictionary.
Oh,
So
that.
each chapter is one word, and it'll have the actual definition, my definition, and then my experiences with that word.
Fire.
That's
and
fire.
Yeah.
That is
it's
fire.
kind of been like therapy in a way because I'm going through like my experiences with love and just in relationships and all stuff like that. So I was curious, do you have like one? Do either of you have a word that represents you that you can think of, like your personality, your character?
That's a great question.
I could
Jeff.
possibly use in my book.
I for me it'd be optimistic.
Why? Please explain.
I would say optimistic because I'm like people will say like, yo, you seem like a very happy person or whatever, and I feel like happy is contingent on what's happening, right? I want to consider myself a happy person, but a joyful person. And the difference between being happy and being joyful is that even in a fucked up situation, I'm gonna find a way to laugh at the shit. Eventually, I might get mad, I might get annoyed, but eventually I'm going to find a way to laugh at it. And my attitude towards shit is what makes my life, because I've dealt with a lot of hardships. I've been homeless. I done, like, slept on the floor on a pallet with bed bugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how long ago was that?
Bro, that was like, the worst year of my life, 2012.
I've been chilling with this guy. Like,
in 2012. That happened in 2012. It was the worst.
Nah, I'm sorry, CR, because he played too much.
Nah.
But that's funny though. Like, yo,
bro, it's not. It's real.
It's
funny, real, bro.
Like, I just want to know.
Son, they change your life, bro.
Safety first.
Son,
man.
they change your life. You got to get rid of everything.
Everything.
All right, relax.
I don't.
People can research things.
Right.
Remember, there was like a huge outbreak in New York. We had to prepare. Like, you start checking out. Like, what's the worst that
you
can
get paranoid too. You'll see something
Facts.
that looks like a bed bug. It'll be, I don't know, like a piece of pepper or something.
Can they kill you? Like, or they just bite you up?
No, they can't kill you.
Nah, they don't kill you. They'll kill your damn savings though.
Ugh.
And it'll cause irritation. Like, it's like a whole bunch of mosquito bites. That's what it feels
Nah,
like.
son, it's worse than mosquito bites. Cause when you scratch them for a while, like sometimes they scab, sometimes they bleed. I seen an article. A white man, he went, and I just want to specifically point out the fact that he was white. Yeah, because black people have been taking a lot of losses. So a white man,
many.
Right? A white man went to a hotel, and the hotel had bed bugs, and he white. So he like his whole back was like red and stuff and scabbing. I don't really like talking about it because I get weird like that. Now.
Yeah,
I'm
itchy
good.
and shit.
I'm good on all that. I'm good on all that. But if I had to pick a word to describe me, one word, I would say resilient. Yeah, I would say resilient because I don't stop. Like, I don't stop. I'm either gonna get in the way that I see it in my head, or that's not gonna work, and I'll be sad for a few, and then I'm gonna regather myself, reset, and then we're gonna get in. Like, it's so simple with me, and I never realized until this year how simple it is with me. Yeah. Either you let me in as I come to you, or I put whatever content out. You're either gonna accept it, or you're gonna deny it. And I'm just gonna keep going until there can't be any kind of denial.
Right.
Like that kind of imaginary door that everybody speaks of. Like, I got to get through the door. Every time that door has been closed on me, I'm bogarting. I'll be back. I'll be back. And when I come back, you're gonna have to move, or I'm gonna move you. Period. Like, I don't stop. So I would say resilient.
That's an important quality to have.
For sure.
Yeah, Jay-Z said the most genius thing he ever did was not give up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't quit. I always tell people, like, even like, because I deal with anxiety and depression. I always tell people, like, I play a game with anxiety and depression. Either it's gonna quit or I'm gonna quit, but I don't quit.
Right.
So you're bound to win.
Exactly.
I love that.
Like, I can't do nothing else.
I love that.
I can't do nothing else.
Quitting is like, when you get into those depressive states, like, quitting is like the end, because it'll just drown you out, and you'll never come back from it. I'd say my word, there's many words to describe me, I feel, but I say passionate. Everything I do, I'm passionate about. I actually truly give a fuck about it. I truly invest time and money and just everything into everything I do. Yeah. Even my job that I don't like, my 9 to 5, I give my all every day because I'm passionate about enough to make that money, even though I don't necessarily enjoy it.
I get what you're saying, though.
As a fact, I put my heart into these jobs that I hated.
Yeah.
I love my job now, but I was working hard at these retail gigs that didn't give a fuck about me.
No appreciation.
I put everything into Nike, son. Everything. Even Adidas, man. These companies ain't give a fuck. Man. But that's who I am. No, and then after a while, I just stopped. And because I wasn't with it. And Adidas was dirty. They had water bugs.
Water bugs?
Which location, so we don't go there?
Nah, bro, the Soho location.
Well, I knew there's a reason why I never go to Soho for nothing.
Nah, but I'm saying like not on the sales floor. You know the stock rooms is always dirty, no matter where you go.
Nigga,
You
them
know what I'm
shits
saying?
travel.
Every sneaker store, every
Yeah.
sneaker store. It don't matter where
The
you go. Every
back.
sneaker store, the back is that.
Yeah,
Bro,
the back.
I done been in
Cobwebs.
sneakers.
Go to
I've
the
been
back.
in sneakers, bro. I'm telling you, one day it was a water bug by the microwave.
Oh no.
The water bug was the
Oh,
size.
no.
The water bug was the size of a child. The water bug was the size. Somebody gonna ask me, "Yo, Lee, you good? You good with bugs?" I'm like, I mean, not really, but I'm nosy. What's up? What you need?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
Grown ass man. He like, look at the kid over there by the microwave, and it's a poster on the wall. So I'm like, stop playing. Like, he like, look, I got clothes because I wear glasses.
Yeah.
I got clothes. I said, nah, somebody gotta get
Oh,
this.
nah.
They fly. I'm good.
Fuck no.
Yeah, nah.
Never work at a sneaker store, apparently.
Bro,
No. Don't do that.
All of them. I mean, I ain't see nothing crazy at Nike. So, I mean,
That's to tell
not
you
in the back on the sales floor, though. It's in Flushing, Queens. I seen a man shoot snot out his nose onto the sales floor. And I told him, why would you do that? Now clean it up. And I know they tell you not to talk to your customers like that. I had to
Yeah.
say what I had to say. My son pulled out tissue out his pocket. And I was so happy that I spoke to him the way I did. Because why would you do that?
Now you got me thinking about the crazy shit I've seen in my jobs. I used to work at a movie theater. I've just seen couples having sex. That's not creepy,
Word.
but like that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like people have the confidence to do that. I couldn't do that in a movie theater at least. Like
Let me tell you something.
maybe the parking
Let me
lot.
not.
Oh no, I want to know.
Well,
what
what's
you
good?
Listen,
What's on your heart?
It happens at the movie theaters, okay?
Fam.
It happens at the
yeah,
movie
it
theaters.
does.
But when I'm trying to clean this shit, like give me the hurry up. Like I got a job to do too. Like
Oh,
like,
word, you were
yeah,
working there?
I was the usher, yeah.
Nah,
Clean the
bro.
fucking chicken tenders up off the floor, the popcorn, and they just in the
Nah.
back, like the girl fucking riding a reverse cowgirl and shit, like
What?
going hard in
That's
the credits.
Crazy.
Craziest credits ever.
Mm.
Yo, I don't know what
couldn't
movie it was,
wait.
but the credits was crazy.
Nah, that's insane.
That's a good
Yeah.
experience.
But it
though.
goes down in the movie
Yeah,
theater.
it does.
I don't know
Super
nothing about
down.
that. I don't know about car. I don't fuck with car sex. It's too
What?
fucking hot.
Why not?
Too fucking hot and sweaty. You gonna
Wrong shit.
smell everything. If you in a bedroom,
If
at
you
least it's
worried
more air
about smell,
circulation.
you shouldn't be sleeping with her.
No, yo, but not even body heat and the sweat. It's gonna build up regardless. Like if you in a room with more circulation, I'll be good. AC on, window open. Any car sex
I was
is
walking
uncomfortable.
past Junior's
sex is
downtown
dangerous.
Brooklyn, and I seen a couple in the car having sex. My only concern was that, cops walk up and down these blocks. You ain't got no
Yeah.
tents, man.
It seems uncomfortable too. Like depending on what car you got. If you don't got a truck or a van or whatever, like it's
You gotta-
uncomfortable.
Don't get
You
it
gotta
twisted. It's some
finesse.
spaceship cars, man. I
gotta
think been in some
finesse,
cars with some
yeah.
space.
I'm not no 5 foot nigga. I'm like 5'11". Like I gotta
We're the
adjust.
same
put my-
height.
oh yeah.
Yeah, 5'11".
Gotta put your leg over the front seat and shit. And I don't know what's gonna go down, but I'm
You
not.
really gotta hit that shit.
Yeah, like because I'm like,
Yo.
I don't know.
The
That's
key
not-
to that shit
really
is to
gotta
have
hit
a girl that's short.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's the key to that shit.
Facts. I love little
So y'all got
girls.
experience, is what y'all
Mhm.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
And listen, it goes down.
Yeah.
Definitely.
nah, I prefer a nice little bedroom,
I'm over the bedroom.
the floor, the
over
kitchen,
the floor.
Okay.
kitchen.
I done been on the
stockroom.
floor, boy.
I never had sex
Anyway.
in the kitchen
No,
ever.
ever?
Missing
I
out.
have. But that was when I was young. I was not even supposed to be doing that. I was not even supposed to be doing that.
Shouldn't have
Like,
been on your mind.
exactly, but
Yeah.
it was, and it was. I'm glad it was. You know?
Speaking of the kitchen, next week Thanksgiving, and a lot of shit going down in everybody's kitchens. Are y'all excited for Thanksgiving? A lot of
Yeah.
food being cooked.
It's gonna be. Lit.
I am. I'm doing something different this year. I'm not spending Thanksgiving in New York with my family.
We-
What you doing?
Well, I'm going to Virginia. I'm going to Virginia with my old teammate and her family. I really need to get out of New York. It's like mentally, I really need a reset, and I'm just gonna go. They live like so close to nature. Like I just
Need
want
a
to
reset?
I just want to clear my head, yo, so that way, like, I can come back and I can really get back to killing shit. Like, I'm doing my best now, and my best is amazing. I just want to clear my head.
You
I
feel
really
trapped
do.
in New York sometimes, like
Yeah.
literally and figuratively. Like you're surrounded by
Yeah.
buildings, but like
Can't even breathe.
no
like,
no real nature.
I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like, and it could be that seasonal depression trying to creep up, but
Very much.
Yeah.
I have to combat it. And in order to do that, that's the
Whatever you-
one weekend that I can
Mhm.
guarantee I have the time and I can do it. And I'm going to go.
I
I'm gonna go.
deal with that too, bro. When
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
go.
snowing,
I
seasonal
love it.
depression. When it snows, like, and you can't go outside. Like when I'm stuck in the house, like it's different when
Facts.
I'm in the house and I want to stay in the house. But when I can't because it's literally the roads are so bad. You know, that first day
Yeah,
after a
yeah.
bad snowstorm, you can't go anywhere. I get so depressed during the winter, yo.
I think it's because I grew up with not a lot of friends, so I spend most of my time at home. I just love being at home. I hate leaving my home. And when I get my own home, like I'm never gonna want to leave. Like it's gonna just. But I do understand that people go through that. But
that's me though. I like staying home. I like sometimes I like variety. Like
yeah,
I it's even with music. I can listen to the same album or song on repeat for hours, days, shit, weeks. Sometimes there's that time where I just want something else.
Yeah.
And like I want to be able to go outside and just breathe. And I mean I do that here because that's important, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I also have never wanted to like stay in New York. Since young, I knew I was leaving.
You
So,
still want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was a kid, I knew I wasn't going to college in New York. I said that when I was like 10. I was even thinking about college. I wasn't even sure I was gonna make it, but I was like, it ain't gonna be here.
Yeah.
And I ran. As soon as I graduated, I ran. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm from here. You know, sometimes you get so caught up in the everyday hustle and bustle, you forget to look at New York with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
It's actually a beautiful place.
Yeah.
But we forget that because we're so used to it.
yeah,
So I
you're
need to
from
go
here.
away so I can reset and come back.
And appreciate it.
it.
I respect that.
That's gonna be a refreshing experience.
That's
Yeah.
very
That is.
insightful.
Yeah.
Very insightful.
I'm excited for Thanksgiving, mostly because we're doing something different as well. We're actually going out to eat. We never do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why you doing that?
Well, I don't know. I think it's more so my mom's idea.
She don't feel like cooking.
Yeah, maybe that. My stepdad's been going through like a lot. He has MS and all that, so we kind of just want to get him out more and just be
Make
in
it
the
easy.
environment and just be
Yeah.
outside. I think the restaurant's gonna be trash though. I looked at the reviews. I'm not too excited.
What restaurant?
I don't know. It's this restaurant in where I live in Fanwood. It's
Okay.
like trash as fuck. It's gonna be some dry ass turkey. The
Oh,
gravy's probably gonna be
shit.
dry and not seasoned and all that shit. So I'm not really excited, but we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You do anything special for Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving, I'm going to Maryland. My aunt, she usually like has a Thanksgiving dinner at her house in Glendale. So the special thing about it is I'm actually bringing my mom this time, and the reason that's important is because my mom's been suffering from depression, and over the years the medication that she's taken has caused her to kind of deteriorate mentally and physically. So she looks a lot older than she is. But recently, I got her some ECT treatment, and she's like doing a lot better dealing with her depression.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
Bless-
like
yes,
she's
God.
doing way better, like, and she's looking better. She lost a lot of weight, and now she's just like more affectionate and just like she doesn't have a flat affect, and she used to have like a really catatonic state, and that's when people are just kind of like dazed out. You ask them something, and it's kind of like it's not like that anymore. Like she's interactive now, so now I feel like it's a better time to bring her around the family. So that's the real special thing about it for this Thanksgiving.
I'm
It's
happy
amazing.
for you.
I can't
Yeah,
wait to
I'm
hear
happy
about
for
it, like
you.
how it goes and stuff.
Yeah,
Alright,
facts. I'm
thanks, I
super happy
appreciate
for you.
that.
Do you have a specific food that y'all go for first? Like when your mom yells like "food's ready," what's the first thing you go for? Mine's mac and cheese. Always.
I was about to say that's mine.
Yeah.
Either that or the fish. Yeah, fish.
I wish I had fish.
I can only take the turkey that day. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I've known because like I mean unless it's like my cousin's wife super Puerto Rican and like she shreds the whole turkey and it's like super like succulent, which sounds crazy, but like mad juicy. Wow.
Right.
But
Ain't nothing
other
wrong
than
with
that,
that.
like a whole turkey. I mean, it's not that it's dry. My cousin definitely doesn't make dry turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about me. I will only eat the turkey on a Thursday.
I understand.
I won't eat it
that.
on Friday, Saturday, none of
Yeah,
that.
same.
I prefer
Thursday.
the dark meat.
Yeah.
But now Friday and Saturday, I'm on that fish. I'm on the chicken, fish. I'm
Yeah.
on that. But the turkey, you can go ahead and
That
pass
should
me.
be breakfast, lunch, and dinner for
Yeah,
the next week.
facts.
After Thanksgiving,
Facts. I'm
bro,
actually
what?
eating out this Thanksgiving. I'm right with you. I'm eating out. I've
Okay.
never done that. My teammate is white, and she knows I'm not playing that shit. So
No
I'm,
Fridays.
I'm eating out, but
Mhm. Has to be
I'm
a good
super
selection.
excited to reset and then come back and have my plate. Super excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they talking about leftovers. I will be eating those.
Shit, I'm taking as many as I
We'll
can.
be eating
many
those.
pies, cakes,
I like the
all that.
stuffing. That's the kind of the first
Oh,
thing.
I don't
I
even
go
eat
for.
that.
You don't like the
Yeah,
stuffing?
me
Hell no.
neither.
I love because I don't know. I like stuffing.
Yo.
Like I was mad. Like oh yeah,
Man's
they're
been
gonna
setting
agree with me.
himself.
Like,
You was waiting to use
I was
that,
waiting.
wasn't
Facts,
it? Like,
facts.
you held
like
that one
stuffing.
in.
I
Yeah,
like
'cause
a
I
lot of
was
stuff.
waiting. I like
Yeah.
You are a
Fam.
freaky freak.
Bruh.
This guy, you miss your girl, bro. What's
I
good,
didn't even
man?
mean like that.
You miss
Yo,
your girl,
I
bro.
really mean.
You won't give your girl a call right now? Tell her-
Facts. Call her on air because
Yeah.
you freaky.
I really was
You
talking
are
about
freaky.
food.
Yeah, all right,
Fool
bro.
my ass. You are freaky, son.
Yo.
This nigga. I mean, I feel you, but come on. I mean, like I ain't mad at you, but
Yo, y'all
Como se
hilarious.
dice horny?
this nigga be busy, mad, ready to go. Like,
You are nasty.
stuffing.
Damn, son.
You want to clean it up, or you want to
Nah,
move
it's just
forward?
funny
Oh,
because like, yo, it's like my girl be saying the same thing to me every time I say something. She's like, "You nasty." I was like, "Wait, that's not what I meant, though." Bruh.
it's all good, bro.
I
See,
don't
you
know.
gotta relax, man.
Ain't my
You gotta
fault.
knock
This
it
nigga's
off.
high. This nigga,
You need to relax.
plug
yo.
right here.
It ain't my fault.
Yo, my pen broke. Can you give me a pen?
Yeah, bro. This joint was.
Don't
only
fucking lie to me,
$20.
CR.
It was $20.
So if I give you $20 today, when you gonna get my pen next week?
Yes, I swear to God, I'll bring it to you next time we
All
come.
right, cool.
Hey, if the feds are listening, I'm not involved in any of this. There's video footage, but I'm not involved. You see that? I'm not involved in any of that.
Well, this
But-
is only flavored tobacco.
But I want one too.
See? See?
I want one too.
Yeah, man, I need that.
Do y'all do like any Black Friday shopping? Or will you this year?
I always say I'm gonna do it,
Probably.
but then it's like Black Friday coming, and I remember, damn, niggas gonna be killing each other at Walmart. Like, you know what I'm
Bruh.
saying? Like, I don't want to be
Facts.
in
I'm
the
gonna be
middle
around
of
a
all
Walmart. Now I
Yeah.
probably might, but I'm not with all of that hustle, bustle, rush shit.
Yeah, people
Listen.
cutting
Damn.
online, cutting you off in the parking
Listen,
lot.
the
so they
first
can go. I'm
person
like,
that ever even tries me in a violent way, respectfully, you getting a sleeper. Cause move from me with that.
Fam,
I don't want none of that.
I used to work at Sears during those times, and
I'm
people
sorry.
would dead fight over like washing machines. Fucking babies get pushed out the way to get a fridge. Like
I seen
it
that
was
before.
nuts, yo.
literally.
I saw somebody get the sleeper over a blender.
Oh
Nigga was
my
about to snuff me because I
God.
didn't put the shit in his car the right way.
Oh my
It was in the
God.
car, but the shit wasn't closed because it was a fucking washing machine. And he needed to strap it down.
Mm.
You niggas about to snuff me. I'm fucking like 18 years old, about to get killed.
Son,
This was-
I
that's
seen
crazy.
people get knocked out over blenders.
Oh my
Yeah.
Blenders. It's like, come on,
Ridiculous,
Mary.
dog.
A blender?
It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
And niggas be lying too. Like they be like, I had it first. Like, no,
Yeah,
you
no,
really
you
didn't.
didn't.
Like
No.
niggas be
You
damn
lying.
lying.
Yo, it's
That's
crazy how
I
people
wish
turn
it
to
wasn't
savages.
like that though. Like I wish you could really just enjoy something. The last time I actually went Black Friday shopping was years ago, and I bought a MacBook,
Mm.
and
Mm.
that was it. After that, once I saw what people go through, I was good. I'm like, I don't even want to shop for anything. I'll shop online though for clothes.
Yeah,
that's the
what
only
I'm
thing I
doing.
shop for, clothes. I'm
Bro.
not doing all that electronic shit. Cause I could get it any other time, and I mean, I guess a deal is good, but you know, you gonna find a deal anywhere.
Bro.
Amazon always got deals.
ASOS
Yeah.
and Amazon getting all my money on Black Friday.
Facts.
Like they getting
Facts.
all my money.
I'm
'cause-
buying Christmas gifts. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm buying some
I'm
clothes.
gonna be safe at home. I don't want to fight nobody.
Yeah,
I would
nah.
fight somebody over a 60-inch TV. If a 60-inch was like $100, yeah, we scrapping. I'm fighting everybody. So I get to my car, I'm fighting everybody.
I wish they had a Black Friday sale on fucking apartments or something.
That's a
Like,
fact, yeah.
I really wish that was a thing. What?
Yeah.
I'll beat somebody ass for an apartment.
Niggas, yo,
What?
niggas is dying for the
I had it first.
a loft for like $1,300 a month or some
Bugging.
shit. Like,
I had it first.
So I got
Yeah.
a question now, because you know I'm a conscious nigga.
He about to hit us with the Black Friday wasn't right shit.
Conscious rap.
How do y'all
Explain.
feel about that? the-
No, explain. Explain to
For
people
those
why
who
Black
don't
Friday isn't
understand-
right.
For those who don't understand the history of Black Friday, historically Black Friday was a day in which slaves were at a discounted price and auctioned off to people who were willing to pay. And then contemporary Black Friday is discounted products being sold by white America, consumed by the black people.
Man, I wish we
the-
didn't live in a space where, you know, we had to act a fool over discounts. I wish we lived in a space where we could afford certain things. Like, think about it. Like, people was getting paid $11 and $12 an hour, and they rent is $1,100. They got bills and shit. Like, I wish
real.
that wasn't the
It's
case.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish
But
it
then
was,
again,
man.
you know, the word nigger definitely was a slur, and you know, it's a term of endearment in the black community. So who are we to really?
You don't think the
Yeah.
cycles kind of continue the way? Like, we're kind of newer slaves. Like, we pay for all this shit.
Absolutely.
It gets taxed. That money goes to the government to pay for these guns. These guns come back, and they shoot and kill all these people.
You ain't even got to go that far.
like the
We
cycle
new
of-
slaves anyhow.
Yeah.
Niggas a
Straight
slave
up.
for some designer.
Yeah, niggas will kill,
will.
literally kill for Jordan, like the new Jay.
Niggas will tell
The
you.
Literally.
off-whites.
Yeah, you'll be
Literally.
like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, your outfit is trash. What? These are $1,600 shoes. You still look stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, and I love those people where it's like Like I ain't gonna front my man. That fit is whack. Take that off.
Just
You
because it's
bugging.
expensive,
These
don't
is
mean it's
off
dope.
white. I don't give a fuck what they are. You look dumb.
The more expensive shit kind of looks whack. Like the
Honestly,
like the lead, like
The
more
new
expensive
Louis
le-
shoes
yeah.
is trash. The Virgil sneakers that he did for Louis is trash. I
and,
don't
like,
care.
You look weird with that to me because like it's like you're literally wearing that just to impress people. Like you're not doing it for yourself.
Some people enjoy, but the ones that don't, you can tell. Like I enjoy a lot of high end designs.
Right.
I enjoy them.
If
I
you
just
enjoy it, then
I
I think
enjoy
it's
them. So
fine,
I'll
yeah.
cop every time.
Right.
But for a very long time, I could see even where I was enjoying them because it was cool to do.
Yeah.
Like I
You can see
enjoy
that side
high
of it, too.
fashion right now because it appeals to me.
Right.
It's an aesthetic that I want for myself.
Right. It's
But
part
I
of your
can see
style.
back in the day where even with the Jordans, like, oh no, I want those just because I know this nigga not gonna have them,
Yeah.
Right.
or because they said I wasn't gonna get them, so now I
Right.
need those. I can see, and it's a sad like.
It's an ego thing,
Yeah,
man. Like people.
But
give
we raised in that. Well, a lot of us is raised in that because
Yeah.
it's a sign of success. It's like accomplishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I live in the projects, but I'm fly. My whole family's like that.
Yeah.
Like
My
we was
family's
all
like that,
I'm
too.
from Marcy Projects.
keep up or get left behind is what we've
Exactly,
been taught. Like
exactly.
inherently, like
Yeah.
I'm from the projects, but my family will tell you I'm fly though.
Yeah.
And I mean they're not mentally like that, but I can see how it can look like that. Like I saw an argument on the internet the other day, like why are you buying your baby Burberry and shit, your infant, and the dude was like, my kid is gonna have on some Batmans. You could buy them Gucci's for your kid, and his baby moms was like, why would you want that? Let the kids be kids. But I can see where in certain environments kids can't really express themselves. It's like, this is designer, put this on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to, like, I can't even point where that started, but we've definitely continued it for
I
a very
agree.
long while.
I agree. It's very much like that in my family too. Like they're very very materialistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of my family members, we idolize brands. Like, know what I'm saying? And like we always gotta look fly everywhere we go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's two sides of my family. There's family members that are like that, and there's the other side that they don't care. You know, they'll wear whatever. But to me, there's two extremes. And I feel like this guy, I like being somewhere in the middle where it's like I like looking good, but at the same time, I don't think that just because it's a name brand, that's gonna make me fly. You
I
know what
wish
I'm
that you
saying?
could, like, you need to come around my family because for a very long time, on the outside, it looked as if everything material mattered. I wish people got to know them. Like, that's what I said, like, they not like that mentally. Because my family, they'll tell you, like, that's a great bag. The designer is worth it. Pay the $600. But then they'll tell you, okay, you want these sneakers, why? You don't even like them. If you don't go to fucking VIM and buy them $20 shoes, like, my family is like that. Like, buy what you like.
What you like?
Yeah,
right?
my family, like, they definitely always push that, but from very young, I was always putting the best.
Yeah.
So outside, I was always the one where they would attack me and be like, oh, well, you know, you have no substance and shit. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
And I always used to go like, what's wrong? And then they explained, like, some people, they just do that to impress others.
And they can
Yeah.
tell the difference between you and this
Yeah.
person who actually buys it because they like
Yeah,
it. That's the hard thing. Cause
the lines are blurred now.
The lines are blurred because it's like I don't like. I've definitely been persecuted for being the type of nigga that likes to buy fly shit. Like everything I wear. I'm not trying to say everything. I
Nah,
wear.
flex,
But yeah,
young
like, everything
man.
I wear
Yeah.
is name brand. Like,
Flex,
you know, I
young
love
king.
Adidas. I be dripping in Adidas. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Flex,
love
king.
Adidas. So you know what I'm saying. But on the outside looking in, a lot of people be like, "Why you wearing all that Adidas? You think just because you all that Adidas, he think he's somebody? Or he trying to flex? He get bread?"
Now imagine that
Mm-hmm.
when it's like super high end. Like in school, in like middle school, I was wearing designer. In elementary, to be real, I was wearing designer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was always like, I remember what designer was that?
I remember Ed Hardy was the shit, and
Remember that?
and niggas would
I remember
fiend
that.
for that shit. The fucking black hoodies with the flames
Facts.
and shit like that.
T-shirts with the tigers.
Yeah, that was
Yo,
the shit.
looking back, we look stupid.
Stupid, man.
I look
Every
at that
time I hear
fashion,
Ed Hardy, I think about Real and Chance.
that shit was so
The
Yeah.
Stallionaires.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Chance,
Yeah,
right? Or Real?
not Real, Real.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Rest
yeah,
in peace, Real.
yeah.
But I think about them because they used to, Real used to be on that shit.
Word. I remember, like, I did get caught in that cycle of wanting to dress for other people and just get that compliment for the day because I never got that validation or like that acceptance from like anyone really. And I learned that's just not how you're supposed to live. Now I just dress because I like what I like. I don't give a fuck what anybody think.
Right.
If you like it, you want to give me a compliment, I appreciate that.
Right.
If you don't, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like for example, the whole thing about the Adidas joint. I like Adidas for two reasons. One, I wear athletic wear because I'm a big dude. I like things that can stretch and move with me. Right?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
skinny jeans for CR.
Right. No, I do like skinny jeans, but they don't make them in my size. I gotta buy them online. You know what I'm saying?
What size waist are you? Can I ask?
40.
A 40?
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Where-
be a
where
big
you-
dude and wear skinny jeans, man.
But
That's not true.
No, you
I
can,
disagree.
but you shouldn't.
But you're right.
But I don't. All right, so I wear slim fit, not skinny.
Where do you get your jeans from?
Levi. I wear Levi's, and that's the thing. I specifically buy Levi's, only Levi jeans,
Okay.
because they stretch and they actually
Okay.
have
Yeah.
cuts that fit my body because my lower body is shaped a different way than the average male body.
I always wonder where past the 38 gets their stuff. Because, I mean, I was fat for a very long time.
Mhm.
And once I started hitting that 38 and I
Mhm.
couldn't do a 36, I'm
Mhm.
like, damn, I'm
Where
about
you
to be
gonna go
big and
shopping?
tall, but I ain't
Mhm.
tall.
Exactly.
So I always wondered that.
Yeah.
Levi's
Okay.
do have the best jeans, I feel. I don't know any other
That's
brand
what I'm
of jeans.
saying. They're
I'm not gonna
awesome.
lie. Well, I don't know about in the size 40, but like from small to maybe a 38,
Mhm.
they're a little expensive, but All Saints jeans get it done. All Saints jeans, they stretch. You throw them joints in the dryer one time, you get the shape right back.
I need
Yeah.
That's
some-
the
I need
trick
some
too.
Yeah.
That
jeans
is the
myself.
trick. I do that with my
Yeah.
Levi's. to get
Even
the
like
shape
these
back.
sweats. These sweats are so comfy, son. These are
Mhm.
my favorite sweats. You throw them shits in the dryer one time, you get the shape back.
Right back.
Boy,
Shit look
ain't
brand
no
new.
Nike Tech touching these. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fire. All Saints
I
got
feel
some good
that.
jeans.
I feel that.
Fuck that. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like we need to get to a space. I don't think we'll ever get to a space where people will not give a fuck what other people think.
No.
Because literally, like, some people will literally, like we said,
Some
will
of us
dress
don't.
for other people.
Yeah.
But, like, the majority of people, like, even, like, these kids, like, they're growing up seeing, like, all these expensive brands, people going viral instantly to be able to get that shit. Like, these kids are growing up on just so many examples of people just getting over and having everything they want and
Right.
And you know what I think is
without being, like, I don't know, without having to put in work and, like,
Yeah.
having to, like, really find yourself before. I don't know. I'm all over the place right
no,
now.
I
But,
feel
like,
you, and I feel like the problem is there. It used to be people were worried about being accepted, but now it's not enough to be accepted. You want to be praised.
yeah.
People want to be praised.
They
especially-
want to shit on other people now.
Yeah,
Now
that's-
it's an
that's-
ego thing.
Now it's an ego
Yeah.
thing. Before it was just like, you know what? I don't want to play basketball by myself. I want to
Right.
play basketball with them. Now it's not. I want to play basketball with them, but I want to play in my Jordans. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like
Right.
it's like they want to be praised now. That's what it is.
I was that kid though. I used to go to school. My mom used to give me the J's before they came out, and I used to wear them to gym. And my teacher used to be like, "Yo, go ahead, you ready to play?" I'm not playing in these. What you talking about? I bought these out to show y'all
Yo.
that it can get real.
You ever had somebody scuff your new joints? You was
Hell
ready
yeah.
to kill them?
Yeah. I left
Bruh.
a New Year's party for that. They thought I was petty, but you know I really care about my shoes. I actually have a lot of sneakers, and I love the sneaker game. And I wore my my oatmeal Fenty Creepers, my Rihanna joints, to a New Year's party. Not last year. Might have been last year. Might have been last year or the year before. Either way, had my nice little floor length fur on. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself.
Okay.
First
Shout
time.
out Peter.
Facts.
Shout out Peter. Shout out Peter.
Facts. I want to be your friend too. You know, sometimes I do what I do. But it was my first time wearing those shoes, so I probably had them sitting on ice for months, maybe 6 to 8. 6 to 8, no more than a year. No more than 8, probably. Sitting. Now I gets to the party. Everything is good. We do a few Snapchats. We're good.
Yeah.
This girl with these big ass Doc Martens, man.
Oh.
She steps
Leather
back.
joints?
Yeah, boy. She steps back, not paying attention, because, you know, she's so excited that she's somewhere she can drink.
Yeah.
And I look down. She stepped right on my foot. And I'm talking about, like, standing on it. Like, you comfy on my toes. So I'm like, watch out. I look down, scuff mark on my shit. She like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, it's time. I'm going to see y'all later. And, like, everybody's like, she didn't mean it. I'm like, that's cool. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm good. Like, I still wear them. They still have the scuff. It just gives them character now. But I do want to clean them. I need to get some Jason Marks and clean them. But that shit killed I wasn't even having fun no more. Yeah.
I understand.
Because I care about my shoes,
Yeah. And
man.
it was like you.
I did not know you were like this
you
until
were
now, honestly.
meticulous with
I
your
care about my
outfit
shit.
that day.
I
Like
care
you
about my
really
shit.
put it together. Like,
yeah.
dang.
I mean, and the crazy thing is, I know it wasn't meant for me to. I don't really like being out late. I left at 12. It wasn't meant for me to be out all night crazy anyway, because That's not who I am.
Yeah.
So the sneaker thing was just like, oh, this is perfect. I can just exit. And like,
good excuse.
yeah, like if you give me like if I'm comfy in the space and I'm safe, I'll probably break that rule. But it just was time. It was time, and I tried to like talk myself out of that. Like, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not right. But things happen when they're supposed to. I wasn't meant to stay at that party.
Yeah,
I don't even talk to none of those people. I wasn't meant to stay at that party.
Were you always like that, where like you didn't really like staying out late, or did you grow into that?
I was just about to ask that.
I feel like it was something I grew into. You know, when I was a very sheltered child, so at first it was like, I'm outside. And then it was like, oh my God, I'm so used to being home. I don't want to be out here. I want to go home.
That's crazy. Like, that's very similar
It was
to my
very
experience.
quick though. Like, I probably stayed out for like all together in a span of 6 months, because once I turned 18, I just started wilding. In the span of the first 6 months of being 18, I probably stayed out late like for 2 weeks, and then I was over it.
I thought it was more like a paranoia thing, because you said you grew up in the hood before, so I thought it was more like that.
No.
Shit turns left when he gets later.
When you get so used to being at home,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh God, now I gotta worry about getting home. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
No, I just wanna go home.
I like being out late for some reason. I don't know. The energy is different. It's you hear more like the insects and the animals hooting and hollering and shit. It just feels I feel
does
more
have a
comfortable at
vibe.
night.
It
I don't
does
know
have a
why.
vibe.
Mornings
animals,
are not for
do
me.
you mean people?
Them too, yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
Freaks come out at night and all that shit. Like,
I be trying to be in the crib. Like, if I gotta, like, I was supposed to go to a strip club with my cousin. He like, yeah, we leaving at midnight. I'm like, what? What are you talking
when people
about?
hit me with them type of plans, I'd be like, all right, bro. Like,
I immediately
I'm
had
like,
to
let's
fake
go.
sick.
If I'm awake,
I ain't gonna be there.
if I'm awake,
I
let's go.
immediately had to be sick. Like, I was like, no, my
All right,
stomach
bro,
hurts.
I ain't going.
By the way, strip clubs, I want them all canceled and closed down in
What?
2019.
Why? What is
Strip-
wrong with you?
Strip clubs is the worst investment you could ever make in your life.
Why?
Yes.
Fam,
I retired the
agree.
strip club, but I definitely plan on making a comeback 2019.
King of Diamonds just closed in Miami. What was that? Miami, I think.
They really did close it?
Yeah, it's just closed. Yeah,
I never got
start
to
the chain.
experience it.
Me neither, but
Even
start
my
the chain.
I
girl
never
went
got to
before
go
me.
there. I got to go to Follies, though, in Atlanta.
I never.
I
got
feel
to
like it's different
experience
for
it.
men and women. Like
It is
experiencing a
different.
strip
Is
club.
Follies in
Definitely
Atlanta?
different.
I think so.
I'm
yeah.
not going to I'm not gonna pay a girl to give me blue balls. I can make it some good food at the strip club, the chicken wings.
The food
Right.
is amazing.
Right.
Something
I'm not
about the
getting
dirt
blue
in the
balls,
air, bro.
I'm not dealing with that
Yeah,
pain.
I can understand going for food and drinks, and I'm saying, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a nigga that did spend a lot of money in the strip club. But
You
because
look like type of nigga being a strip club.
but not
He don't look like it
be
to
in the
me.
no, he be in the corner with the shades on, the chicken wings in his
Looking
hand.
stupid.
Yeah, with his,
The
with his
whole
G
club
pen.
is dark.
His G pen.
Why do you have on shades?
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to recognize.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
even understand.
You look like that type of nigga.
Nah, my friends were more like that. You know what I'm saying? So like,
My
me,
friends.
for real, like especially
Yeah.
one of my boys
Shout
that
him
I grew
out.
up with. Chill. I ain't gonna name drop. But one of my mans, like every time we got paid Friday, hey yo, what you doing after work?
All right, that's a bit much. Every Friday, though.
I'm
that.
exaggerating. Nah, it
I
wasn't
hope
literally
so,
every Friday.
shit.
But no, he was there every Friday.
Come
Like-
on, that's a bit much.
That's
I
what-
would pop out here and there, and then
Yeah.
when I popped out, niggas knew it's lit.
right.
But then it was like, all right, relax. Like,
Mhm.
come on. I've made a few dollars. Like, I mean, I didn't know it was stealing, though. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't dancing. Like, they was throwing money, and, you step on it, you slide it back, you pick it up. I
That's
didn't
some real shit,
realize
though.
that was stealing. I'm not proud, but I did it.
You
I did
stole
that
some
shit.
girls' tuition and shit.
Yo.
Felt no shame.
Son.
That's what they in for. They all trying to go to college.
Yo.
That's their whole story. Trying to go to college. I want to be a
Yo.
doctor. Fam, no, you don't. Like,
You don't know that. Some of them do,
stop
man.
lying to me, Star, or whatever your name is. Like, stop
Some of
lying to
them
me.
really do want to go to school, man.
They get the bag though, but
They get that bag.
I think they need to be canceled, in my opinion, because, well, at least from a man's perspective, it may sound ignorant, whatever. And I'm not expecting anything every time a woman gives me hard, but it just seems like pointless for me. just to get hard and then go home.
But see,
Like-
but that's the hustle. That's their hustle.
Yeah.
Like
Expected nothing.
it's the shit.
I'm not expecting
it's a
nothing, but I'm
hustle.
just like,
still throwing up $100.
Yeah,
Like I said,
Y'all spending $100? What
I'm
clubs y'all
exaggerating.
going
that's the
to?
minimum I feel. Like 100
I
is
don't
probably
know
the
what y'all
minimum.
talking about.
I remember one time I had drug dealers with me. Like these niggas, like I guess because they had disposable income, they were just yo. These
I don't
niggas-
give a fuck.
I can't do
Listen,
that.
give me $20 in singles, and I got to be real smart about it. Like,
But that's me. Like I'm that way. Like my friends would be doing that shit. I'm the one. Like I got 20 singles. We gonna make it work today.
yeah, I'm not $100.
Have you ever denied a tip to a stripper because she wasn't attractive?
No, just
No.
take it and get away from me.
No.
Wait, repeat that. I'm sorry.
Have you ever denied a
Jeff,
tip
don't go to strip clubs.
No, I've been to them.
Oh, okay.
to a stripper because you didn't find her attractive? Like, did you say, "Nah, I'm good"? and then turn around? Have you ever did that?
I don't know. I feel like I went when I was mostly younger, so I
didn't
was
do
awkward
that.
and I was shy. and
I
shit.
definitely did
I never
that
did that.
shit.
No,
He didn't do that, son. You know he didn't.
I was on a budget.
I'm trying to think. Like,
I just be like, yeah, you good. Just go ahead, take it. Go ahead. Just go ahead. I don't even want to dance. Just go ahead.
I mean, it's
Nigga said I want the bank.
bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Bro, the way the internet
gonna
is,
do
like,
it.
I don't
Let's
need
do
to.
it.
I don't need to go to an actual club. I got the internet, man.
Right.
The internet is powerful, bro.
Yo, son,
Twerk
I
videos everywhere.
fell into this conversation with this girl on Twitter about how porn desensitizes, your ability and your capability to have sex and to enjoy other things. And church people always hit you with the porn is hindering your relationship with the Lord. And I told her, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not religious.
But I told her, like, I understand. I've heard that argument before, but to some people need to nut in order to gain some clarity.
And
some people need that.
Those
And
preachers
that's
be
so
doing it.
true.
Those creeps.
That's so
They
true.
be fucking taking the girls after Sunday school downstairs and shit. They probably preachers are probably the creepiest people in the world, yo.
Bro.
I don't trust none of them.
Bro.
Joel Osteen, that nigga's a creep. Fucking what's the other? I don't even know the preachers' names. They're all creeps, yo.
I mean,
If you accepting,
I'm baptized a Catholic, so I can't
you're
take it there because they wild.
if you're accepting tax-free money, where does that money go? It doesn't go into the church. Like I don't trust these motherfuckers.
I said the other day on Twitter, the church people will tell you that porn hinders your relationship with the Lord, but what they will forget to tell you is that your tithe money that you put into the church is actually going to pastor's child support. So now the kid is all of ours.
Yeah.
So make sure you just tell both sides of the story. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You're human at the end of the day. You see a
Yeah.
fat ass walk across in that church, like walking to what's the communion or whatever. I don't know.
I
what
seen
it's
a
called.
fat ass at the gym, and that shit made me work out more. So I mean, I just don't understand.
That shit motivates me too. Yo, I be doing hella reps out of nowhere. It's a burst.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
All of a sudden, I
oh,
want
I
to
don't.
be fit.
I'm not in this conversation. I don't look at anybody else in the gym.
Oh
I just work,
shit!
I
You
work
shouldn't
out.
be in this conversation.
no,
either,
my girl knows
CR.
I look. Me and my girl be both looking. Like,
Okay.
I'm sure my
Like-
girl knows, but like I just, you know what I mean. She don't listen to the podcast. I don't think.
I tell my
Why,
girl
why not
everything.
though? Why not? Why doesn't she listen to the
I
show?
think she was turned off of it in the beginning when I was still trying to figure it out, and she knows me, so she knows when I'm like bullshitting or saying certain things. I don't have any research. I just be talking shit. So that's kind of like unbearable and annoying to her at times, I felt.
But as your girlfriend, you don't think that she's supposed to be locked in? You don't think she's supposed to be
Well, she
listening
helped.
to the progression?
She should, but I don't hold her to that. Like,
Why
I don't,
not?
Because it's not a big deal. Like,
So it's not a big deal if your girl don't support you.
fam, it's not an interview. It's not an interview, bro. It's not.
I'm really interested. I'm
don't-
always interested in this.
I don't think it's a big deal because she supports me in other ways. Like, she keeps me sane. Honestly, she keeps me happy. So her not listening to a podcast, one listener short, that doesn't bother me. We're always
Okay.
gonna have a listen. We're always
Okay.
gonna have subscribers. All that, like,
Isn't the show kind of like therapy for you?
yeah.
So why is your girlfriend not supportive of this? I'm super interested because
You,
I personally
you would have to ask
can't.
her. I actually want her to
We
come
should
on
have
one
that
day.
episode. You should actually set that up. Like she could call in, bring her in, and like let's get to the bottom of that. Because I can't even talk to someone.
I
who
already know what
doesn't
she would
support
probably
me.
say, but I don't know. Like, it doesn't bother me because like we don't spend as much time as we like to, but we spend a lot of time together when we can. I feel like it'd just be more added time, and I don't. Plus, she listens to podcasts too. Like, she enjoys multiple.
She listens to other podcasts, Jeff.
See,
She's
now I'm
audio
saying-
cheating on you.
Now
bro.
I'm saying all this. It sounds kind of
Bro.
weird, but
Yeah,
I just don't. I don't hold her to that expectation to listen every week. I just don't.
But that's supposed to be like, that's supposed to be your go-to. And I'm not saying that anything wrong about her, but for me personally, I can't even talk to a person. My shorty gotta support me before you my girlfriend. Like I don't even know how to, and that's why I want to know. Like I'm super interested.
I guess
I don't know how
could-
to maneuver in spaces where the person isn't like for me. Like
I don't think her not listening is like a testament to her not being supportive of what I have going on or our relationship. I just feel it's just she doesn't do it. I don't know. Like, it doesn't bother me.
But
I don't know.
Or for me, if my shorty is listening to podcasts, I'm a feel away. I know me. For me, like you listening to that, but you can't listen to me. And I understand. Maybe
The
maybe
podcast
it's
listens to
rough.
are better. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Well, maybe I got a lot of confidence. I don't know.
I don't know. I have
don't
confidence
know.
in what I do too. I just don't. I'm not that emotional about it. It doesn't bother me.
See, I don't know. I'm tied. I'm tied to my show.
Yeah.
Like I in the beginning, I thought it was the show, and then there was me, and we had separate lives. We don't. I'm the show. The show is me. Like,
So you think she should listen every week, every time an episode drops?
why not? That's just the type of person I am. Like, if my girlfriend, like, she's into makeup, I'm a model.
Right.
Like, she's a photographer, I'm a model. Like, I'm a mannequin if you're doing makeup. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to
She's
explain
helped like
that,
come
bro.
up with like help me facilitate certain ideas and relationships with people to have come on the podcast.
And that's
just-
cool.
she helps in other ways outside of just listening.
That's cool.
And
I mean,
again, like I said, she keeps me fucking sane, so I wouldn't be able to
that's
do
what I'm
this
saying.
without
And
her,
I don't want it
so-
to sound like I'm trying to like get you to straight. But like for me, like if my girl do hair, oh yeah, let me take my braids out. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl's a painter. Oh yeah, let me go get these canvases. Like I want some shit in my room or something. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what my girl is doing, like I'm number one supporting. Like I don't care. Like if my, that's what I'm saying. For me, if I'm dating somebody who don't listen to my show, we not dating. No, we not. I don't care what you think you like. No, we not. Period.
I couldn't even imagine being single at this point. It feels like
I
I don't know
I'm
what it's
not
like
doing
now.
that,
I feel like
bro.
the temperature is different for being single nowadays in 2018.
I can't, son.
I would like for you to. I would like this conversation to come up again when we have her on. I want to have her on.
Yeah, we should do that.
She's interested. It's
Like
just
if my girl's
timing.
a designer, get my measurements. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been looking for custom stuff. Like shitting me, I'm not. Nah, I'm OD supporting.
Yeah.
OD
I
supporting.
feel half and half. I agree with both.
Did your girl
sides.
listen?
Yeah, she's listened to I think the episode where she sat in.
Yeah.
I think she went back and listened to it, and then she subscribed to the podcast. But
Shout out.
I personally don't hold it against like my girl if she wouldn't listen to like just how can I put this?
Does
Right?
your girl listen to your music, right?
Yeah, she listens to my music, but it's not like she listens to it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's her favorite album in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I feel like I want that to come genuinely because she liked it. I mean, she likes my music, but if you're going to listen to it all the time, I don't want you to do it just because I'm your boyfriend or because we're in a relationship. I want you to do it because you actually like the content. Like, if you didn't even know me, you'd be listening to this shit all the time.
Yeah, and like I said, like earlier on, the content I feel it was good, but to her it was like hard to listen to at certain points.
And
So I don't
you
want to
gotta
hold her to that.
progress.
And you
How
got-
she gonna
yeah.
hear the
And you
progress
gotta
if she don't
respect her
listen?
honesty for her telling you that because a lot
Very
of
honest.
people, a lot of like people, I'm not gonna say females, like people in a relationship for their partner would just be like, "Yeah, babe, it was great, I loved it."
She doesn't
Or
lie to
I
me
never
ever.
I never
Yeah.
met those people. I was talking to this girl, just talking to her, and I told her like, "Oh, I spit bars, like I could rap."
Mhm.
No funny. She was like, "If you don't shut the fuck up, like I'm not listening to that." Like, and I was like, "Oh nah." Like, I'm like, "You not gonna listen to my bars?" She like, "No, cause you don't rap, you podcast, bro."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Yo, I respect the honesty,"
Mhm.
but to that same effect, like. Shorty was playing with makeup. I'm sitting there on Pinterest making boards. Like, what? You do makeup? Shitting me? Do my makeup.
Do you hold everybody in life to that same standard?
Absolutely.
So then what do you do when they don't? Like, you just cut them off?
I ain't gonna front. It's been hard. Like, but I feel away.
Yeah.
I feel away. Like,
But-
and I can't even hide it. I want to, because it's
I-
like
I respect it,
everybody's
'cause that's
form
really
of
how you
support
feel.
is different.
Yeah.
That's really how you feel.
But it bothers me because I know what I would do for y'all. You know
I
what I'm saying? Like
understand.
you into photography, I'm a model, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you into videography, just follow me around. We gonna make something work. Like I know how hard I would go for y'all.
Yeah.
So it bothers me. I haven't been the best at articulating. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been the best there. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't bother me at all. Like I listen to my friend's stuff.
Yeah.
My friend is a rapper. I listen to her stuff all the time. On the regular. I like it.
Mhm.
I like it. Not just because that's my friend. The shit is good.
Mhm.
But if anything come up with a musician needed, I'm lobbying to my friend.
Mhm.
Everything
Same
else,
thing with Shorty. You need a makeup artist, lobbying to Shorty.
Yeah.
Like, she was sending me videos like, oh, look, I did this. I'm showing my coworkers like, look, she did this for Halloween. Fire. They like, nah, that's lit. Yeah. Let me know what you need. Period.
Everything
I
she's
get
done
what
for
you're
me up to this point outweighs her not listening, and I'm pretty sure she will take the time to listen one day, especially what I have coming up in the future
Oh,
personally on the show.
I feel like you amazing. Like, you amazing. Like
I
I
appreciate
even
it.
even because
Like-
you find other ways. You know what I'm saying? She supports you in other ways, and that's cool. I wish like that was me.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know I can see how now, like, because I go so hard for others, you shouldn't expect it back, cause they never asked you to
No.
go that hard for them. But I can
No.
see how now that's gotten in the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gotten in the way because it's like, yo, I would do this for you.
And that's why I'm the way I am. Like I have no expectations. Like because I've had them already with so many people, and it crushed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crushed. Like my heart is cold, Joe. I really
Same.
don't care. I don't care if I'm the only person on earth who listens to CR. I'm bumping my own shit. Like that's how I feel. I truly don't care if nobody likes my music.
It's
If nobody supports it, I really don't care. But if you do, I'ma love you, and I'ma let you know I love you and I value you.
Yeah.
Because every single person who leaves a comment, I always respond. Everybody who follows me, and they're actually not a bot or something, a real person, I always hit them like, thanks for following me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do because I know how the world really is, and I know most people don't give a fuck, and most people will not do enough to show that they fuck with you or support what you're doing. So when you find the people who fall through that filter, who genuinely go hard for you and shit, that's when you have that feeling that Lee be having. It's like, yo, I'm gonna do everything in the world to support you because you support me.
You know, I've never been used to genuine support. Like, even you guys being here, showing up every Tuesday, it means so much to me because I've always been completely selfless with my love and support for everybody. But I never got it back for some reason. And it still bothers me to this day that certain people never reciprocated that same affection and love and attention. But any type of support I get that's genuine nowadays from y'all, from my girl, I appreciate it. I'll never trade that for anything. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't hold it to a certain standard. I can't hold it to that. You have to support everything I do because you supported me. You saved me. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just appreciative of any type of support I get that's genuine.
Well, if any of the girls that y'all be thinking I got is listening, don't approach me if you not trying to support me in every way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you not subscribed to my show, leave me alone. If you don't listen to it every time it drop, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I already know if one of y'all get past my barrier and the wall and y'all don't see me as a jerk and you really get to see who I am, no matter what you doing, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I am. What? You like plants and shit? All right, bet. Let's get a garden or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I am. So if you're not meeting me with that, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone.
So
if you're not with that,
no
leave me
halfway
alone.
support.
Hell no.
Full each way.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if you're not with that,
I
leave me alone.
understand. Yeah,
I do understand.
Leave me
that.
alone.
you have
Period. I
every
don't
right
have
to
time.
feel that way.
Yeah, you do. You have the right.
And people will tell you like, nah, that's a horrible way. And you know, there's ways that I need to improve in how I go about feeling this way. But it ain't nothing wrong with wanting people to be 100% for you.
Could you adjust, like, if it was someone you loved and genuinely cared about a relationship, like, if they just was like, I'm not really into listening to podcasts, I subscribe, I don't listen, could you, like, look past that?
I don't know. I guess we have to see if we get there. But if you love me and you know what the show has done for me, the show changed my life.
What it means to you.
So I don't understand how that could come about. Like I told you, I don't give a fuck about makeup. Like, but I would sit there and listen to what goes into this and look at the process and watch the process of getting this shit done. Like, I've been with like super creative women. Like, I've learned so much, but on the behalf of my woman, like, I dated a girl who was into animals. She's a vet. Like, she wanted to be a vet, so she started out working with animals. Like, I'm listening to all this kennel training shit. It don't do no. I don't care, but shit, me, that's my lady. Yeah. Let's kennel train. I don't even know how to do that.
Selflessness versus selfishness, and I guess your point is, do you feel like they're selfish for not investing their time into what you do?
Everybody's doing their best. Some people's best, you know, it fits you better than other people's best. You know, everybody. I'm trying to move into a space where I can recognize very early. Listen, you're doing your best, and your best is enough. It may not be enough to maintain, you know, the bond that we have now. Maybe, you know, we need to dumb it down. Maybe we need to just be cordial, or, you know, maybe we need to talk once a year or something. But I know myself and I know what I'm giving, and I'm not one to match your energy. Like if you do some dumb shit to me on my best days, I'm not about to turn around and do some dumb shit to you because I'm already vibrating at a higher frequency. I'm not about to let you bring me down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just got to split. But sometimes, you know, I'll turn around and I'll do that. It just don't feel right. Like you got to be you. Somebody going to feel it no matter what they do to you. That's not your fault. So if I'm supporting you full time and you supporting me seasonally, that doesn't really say too much about me.
So I have a question for you, because you said on a previous episode, or maybe it was just conversation, that you're scared to ask
Facts.
who
I
listens
said
to your
that
show,
shit.
right?
I said that.
So, but how do you know if you don't ask? If they're not posting it, how do you know? Like, is it because you're afraid to get the answer from the people you care about that you may be forced to cut them off?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just keep them in your life blindly and hope that they're listening.
No, I don't hope for
That's
anything.
kind of go against what you said, though.
I don't hope for anything because anything that I'm supposed to know, it comes to me. So when it comes to the light, like, oh, you haven't been supporting me the way that, I support you, it says nothing about me. That's all about them. You couldn't handle this version of my friendship, so now let's just dumb it down.
So would you feel comfortable if you found out everyone in your life that you couldn't consider a friend does not listen to your shit? Could you cut them off tomorrow?
Would I be comfortable? No. But I understand that things have to change. Could I cut them off tomorrow? It won't be that easy. Absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want it to sound like I was trying to make you look at your girlfriend a different way. I'm truly interested. Because I know it's not easy. But we would definitely drift apart. It's simple. I know we would. Because I know how I am. I'm doing all this shit, supporting you. I know how I am.
I get what you're saying. Because if my girl wasn't, like, she's genuinely interested in my music career and genuinely interested in my music. Like, if she wasn't, I don't know. I don't think we would last. Like, I really do agree with that. Because she's already a rap fanatic. Like, she loves hip-hop. She loves music. Like, she knows more rappers than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that she's already that type of person is, now that you say it's true, like, if she wasn't feeling my music, like, if she really, like, hated my music, yeah, I don't know how long we would
Not
last.
even hating it. Because I've asked, like, creatives that, like, can you date somebody who doesn't support, like your craft or how you do it? But, like, in a space like this where podcasts, where numbers matter.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, that's what I'm saying. I would take it so personal because you in my life. Like, I'm sleeping with you. I'm doing all this other shit. You just can't help me. Like,
I guess our relationship is just different. People just won't understand unless maybe if you see us together, maybe you'll get it. I literally wouldn't exist. I feel like I would not.
I respect that.
I would be dead. Like, she literally came into my life at a point where I was really gonna kill myself.
I respect it.
Spending time with her during those moments, like those patches of light, like literally brought me back. And I just can't ever get offended, like, or get mad or feel some type of way because I literally wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be doing this.
And I understand that side too.
Yeah, I get that.
I really do.
But
I get that.
Vanessa, you need to listen more. More of the story.
Mine ain't no lady of mine. Ain't no lady of mine listening to podcasts and then mine don't come up. I don't give a fuck who you listen to. I listen to Oprah every day. You're not about to sit here listen to Oprah and Joe Budden and anything else and my shit don't come up. Come on, I'm not gonna feel no way. Come on. If I'm a rapper, you listen to music every day.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna in the car with your friends. You're not even gonna bump. Oh nah.
Play
no.
at least one.
Shitting me? Come on. Play my club banger or something. No. You shitting me.
Well,
I can't do it.
Well, maybe going forward, that episode will happen. I'm still like, I don't know. I'm still 1 foot in, 1 foot out on that, but maybe. Have y'all thought about like having children at all in the future? And if so, has like any of the recent violence, school shootings, like shifted your perspective on that idea?
Jesus, no, it hasn't.
Because
I never thought of that. I never put two and two. Like, it's
me
true.
neither.
That's a like, connection that needs to be made. I never thought about that.
Because I feel like most people, 9 out of 10 people, want to put their kid in a public school.
Hell no. What?
Yeah, I probably won't be doing that though. Yeah.
School, like,
I
in general.
Go to no public school.
Yeah,
or public school, like out. Not
ain't no private schools getting shot up, Jeff.
I don't know that.
Oh, you're right. That's a good point.
True.
I just was thinking about it recently, because I really want kids, man, and I've been feeling like that more often. I mean, obviously, I'm in no control of that. I can just do my best, convince my girl, but I think if I had a kid, I think I would homeschool them. I feel like that's the safest option. I feel if I could, because I mean, of course, maybe they'll grow up more introverted, more antisocial, not as many people. That's like the trade-off of it being bad, but like school shootings happen every week, bro. Like it just is like a scary thought. And even outside the school shooting, just the world itself is just very poisonous, very dark.
It is.
I'm not. You said you never thought of that correlation, like.
I never did, because it's like, I mean, for one, I mean, it's crazy because when I was younger, it was like, yeah, I definitely want to have kids, everything like that. But as I got older and I got to understand what this world really was, then it started being like, I do want to have a kid, but at the same time, like, I want to be able to provide an environment for that child to flourish because the world is so fucked up. and the world is so poisonous. And it's like, if I bring a seed into this world, I have to be able to provide it. Not shelter it from reality. I want that child to know the reality, but to get that raw exposure, I wouldn't want that. I'd want to find a way to, raise my kid in a way where they could, have a healthy, safe life. You know what I'm saying? But just like you're saying, like with these school shootings, like I never thought about that because in my mind, I already told myself whenever I have a kid, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to, keep them away from that. But in reality, you don't know when and where that'll happen.
Yeah, you could raise them to be the best kid possible, but they could still, like the fucking kids in Columbine. I think it was like a bunch of first graders got fucking shot.
It's crazy.
Like you could really do anything, and I couldn't imagine like the pain. And what was that most recent shooting in California at the club? Like the white lady. I think that white lady was she was like people were saying she's like a puppet or whatever. Like she was a crisis actor, but she got me. Her reaction to the shooting was perfect. Well, her son got killed, and she just seemed like she was like, I don't want any more. I don't want any prayers. I don't want any fucking love. I just want like gun control. And it struck a chord with me because it's like there's literally no control over these guns. Like
it's so easy to get a gun.
So easy, and like I just don't know. Like I'm half with it. Like if I could potentially lose my kids to like a fucking assault rifle, you know what I mean? It's just fucking.
I'm about to get my gun license. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I can't get it out
I'm
here.
about to get mine too.
I can't get it in New York though, so I'm about to go get mine though. My brother got his.
I've never thought about owning a gun even outside of all this violence.
I need that thing on me.
You would have it on you all the time?
Hell yeah. My brother brings his gun everywhere. He just can't, he has to open carry. So nothing could cover it or whatever. But he's actually about to get his license to be able to conceal his weapon.
Oh, conceal permit?
Yeah.
Wait, you need a license to conceal it? Wouldn't that make more sense? Wouldn't that cause like trauma?
People have to know that you have a weapon.
Yeah.
Especially if
I feel like that cause incite more fear though, like than as opposed if it was concealed. I don't know.
But if people don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it has to be known. What if it's a cop that an off duty cop that's behind you at the supermarket, y'all get into it, and he doesn't know, and he start acting a fool, and you pull that out. You have to be able to show, like your shirt has to be up and all that. But he does want to conceal.
I've never thought about it. I just it's getting to that point where I feel like we're all gonna need it. Fucking teachers are gonna have them in their fucking desk under the fucking lesson plans and shit. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like it's become the new norm. Like death, like spiral death, like the shootings. Like, I don't know what's next, but prayers to everybody who lost their lives in California at that shooting. Prayers to everybody in California who lost their lives during those fires too.
I heard about that.
Niggas getting burned up over there, fucking toasted over there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to go over there anymore. Like, I'm good on the East Coast.
It's that dry heat, too damn dry.
Fucking, we got snow coming and shit. I'm not looking forward to that.
It's too extremes. It's like literally fire on the West Coast and snow and ice on this side.
I'd rather just snow and ice than fucking fire, honestly. Especially because this shit happens like if some dude just throwing out a cigarette out the window, then the embers get built up but get blown by the wind, and then your house is on fire the next day.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro. I'm off that shit. I'm off like wanting to go to California because I don't want to get burned up, honestly. One thing I've noticed doing this podcast thing, I don't know, I think you guys are more extroverted than I am, but meeting new people is draining. Like, I was thinking back to the times when I first started dating my girl and having to go through the process of meeting like a new friend every week. Like, do y'all feel drained meeting new people sometimes? Like, you probably more like doing podcasts each week.
Yeah, that's why I take season breaks. You come in contact with so many different energies, man. You never realize how much that shit is beating your ass.
Yeah.
And then you got your everyday life.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a lot.
And I got a theory about extroverted people and why I feel like they don't love themselves and appreciate themselves more than introverted people. And I feel like that because I feel like in my mind, extroverted people are always looking for the next conversation, the next form of attention. But what happens when no one's answering the text? What happens when you're stuck inside? What are you then? Like, who are you then, right? Like, I feel like they would go crazy. And I feel as an introverted person, like, I feel I took more time to, like, analyze and know myself and know what type of energy I want around me rather than just accepting all energy, you know?
I agree.
I feel But I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, like you're a talkative person. So what? But
And I feel like what you're talking about is, an extreme case of an extrovert.
yeah,
because
that's
it's
mad
true.
extreme.
Yeah,
But-
but I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's like mad extreme because there are people who are like, I consider myself an ambivert, and that's like being able to be on both sides of the spectrum depending on my environment.
Yeah.
Because some days because I have no choice but to interact with people every day. Because one, I drive Uber. Two, I make music. I'm constantly on Instagram having to talk to people, and like I literally talk to like hundreds of people every week.
But you
Different
the
people.
annoying Uber driver that'll talk to you?
No,
Oh.
I read vibes. I
Mm.
read vibes. Most of the time, I don't talk. Nigga, I just want to chill, listen to this music, take your ass where you gotta go. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But
you ride in silence?
no,
You put your music on though.
but I put music.
Yo,
I
facts.
put-
Do you
I
play
do.
your music?
It depends on the writer. I put music that I think applies to this person's vibe.
So Sally, the old 86-year-old lady, white
Smooth
lady,
jazz, Sirius XM,
Rashawn, the 20-year-old black dude, you put on CR.
the heat. I put the heat, and then I'll put on some. Know what I'm saying.
See, I want to know what rider is getting. Oh, that sounds crazy. What person is getting in the back of your car and you putting on your song?
All right.
Cause you better than me. If I'm
People-
driving Uber, which I'm about to start doing my research.
gonna
I'm about to
play
get in on
everything?
Uber. We are listening to podcasts.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
respect
never
that.
thought
We
about
listening
that.
to
And that-
podcasts.
I never
that's
thought
a
about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a smart way to market yourself.
Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna make. Hey, how you doing? Take out your phone real quick. You know what I'm saying? I've been a great driver. Take out your phone. Do me a favor. You can give me 5 stars later, but subscribe to my show.
That's
I'm-
great marketing.
I'm trying
Put
to
a
tell
business
you.
card in the backseat with next to the
Exactly.
water.
It's true.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I do put that, and I've met a lot of people. Like one of my friends that I've made now was through Uber. Her name's Em Rose. She was on the VH1
Amber
show.
Rose.
No, Em Rose.
Oh, I was
Em
about to
Rose.
say,
She's a
nigga, I
singer.
know who that is.
Chill.
So you know Amber Rose, where's she at?
Ah.
She's single
I
now. I
was like,
think.
it's not
Ah,
even your friend.
But now, like, I play music for people that are like they're in their 20s. Seem like they're into pop culture. You don't have to be necessarily a hip hop. I've had people who ask me about my music that I didn't even think would be interested to hear it. I've had EDM DJs that I didn't even know was an EDM DJ. I just recently met this singer. Her name is Alus. She opens up for that Danity Kane in LA. She did that over the weekend. She
Danny
had the-
Kane still around?
Don't do
I
that.
didn't
Don't
even
do
know
don't
about
do
that.
No,
that.
dead ass.
They
Dead
done
I
got
know
back
they-
together again.
I know Day 26 is around, thank God.
They
But
done got back together again. We'll see how it
Diddy
goes.
didn't do too much damage. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, so yeah, she's apparently up and coming. She got a blue check on Instagram, all that shit. So I was like, all right,
She trying to be a guest?
I don't know. I gotta holler at her and see what's up. She lives in Jersey, so I'll see what's.
We
good
gotta
with
get
her.
we gotta get CR into we gotta break CR into the New York market. You gotta start
Yo,
doing
I'm
events
down
out
for
here.
that. Yo, I would
Yeah,
love
man.
that. Like, you
Yeah,
guys gotta
yeah,
bring me.
This
I'm
is the
down
hub,
for it.
like-
Yeah, I need you to start doing
You know,
events.
I've never had
out here.
anybody truly show me how to enjoy like Brooklyn and like.
Oh, holla at me,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like I don't know
Born and
how. Like
raised.
I haven't. Like and it's crazy because my mom and her sisters they lived out here and they grew up out here, but obviously the age difference, so they can't show me how niggas my age will show me. You know what I'm saying?
I think Brooklyn would be your steez, like your vibe. I think you would really like it out there. Like, even in the Bronx,
I
some
don't
parts of the
know.
Bronx, I feel like,
I
because
don't
it's kind
know.
of certain parts of
I
the Bronx are
never-
similar to Jersey.
I literally never came. Like I've been to events. I always was going in a building. I
Yeah.
never came out and just like, yo, let's go to different spots and like, chill.
You never
in
thought
New
about
York.
looking at open mics and shit out here either?
I mean, I've done some in the past, but I was in like younger. But recently, nah, man, because like I'm like Lee, yo, I don't like staying out late, right?
Fact.
Yeah.
And I gotta think about getting home. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna drive. Damn, that's a long drive from the Bronx to where I live in Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's at least an hour. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then it's even crazier if I take the train. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make it. The NJ Transit cuts off at 1 o'clock.
Exactly. So it's so many different aspects of why I haven't broken into the New York network like that, but I definitely would like to break that barrier. I have friends in New York that I've met from when I was out here doing stuff.
Have you expressed that to your publicist?
Not yet, but I know that eventually that'll happen because she actually just got hired at a record label that's based in Brooklyn. So she's in the city all the time.
Tell her
too.
holla at me.
All right. Her
I'm about
name's
to do
Liv
skits.
Gold.
I'm about to do mad skits on everybody album. Y'all gonna be sick.
I was trying to get a
Y'all
skit
gonna
on
be
CR album,
sick.
but he dubbed me.
Nah, I didn't dub you, bro.
I was gonna talk some shit. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna rant.
That's
Like,
why you don't know what you're gonna say.
So
He
what?
don't know neither.
it's fire. You know,
I'm about to do a
you think
skit.
those skits are
son.
planned out on some of these albums? Niggas
Nah,
just be talking.
no, I don't.
You right.
I don't. But you also not even like that.
How you know what I'm like?
All right, Jeff. All right.
Mm.
All right.
You
How
right.
you know?
You right.
I'm
but
trying to tell you.
I would switch it. I would for CR. I would get out of character and do whatever needs
That's
to be done.
lit. That's
You know what I
lit.
mean?
It doesn't mean just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't.
I want to. That's a dream of mine right now.
Okay.
I want to do a skit on the album,
Okay,
and if it goes platinum, I want to cut and all that. You know
I
what I mean?
got you.
You know what I mean? So
We're gonna do something.
word.
2019.
Oh yeah. So I got a new segment for the podcast I want to introduce. I didn't tell y'all about this right now. It's a working title. It's called "Don't Sleep." That's what I'm calling it right now. Where each of us, I think, each week should like recommend one thing that people shouldn't sleep on. Obviously, shouldn't be in like your music podcast. We know that. But
Shit me? Don't sleep on me. Thank me later podcast.
I'm just saying like
Shit me.
anything like that y'all encountered recently: music, movie, food,
All right,
restaurant.
bet. That's dope. I like that concept.
I'll start.
Fire, Jeff.
I'll start it off, I guess.
Oh, we're doing that right now.
I mean,
I gotta think now.
oh shit. I mean,
No, I'm down.
Yo, he was
mean-
like, yo, I gotta use my brain right now.
I mean,
Alright.
I was trying to build like
It's cool. Leo go second. I'll go last.
Oh,
yeah, because
shit.
I was trying to feel for time. 'Cause I was trying to get the next topic set up.
Go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
I
I
feel
like
like
my
something that
brain.
people should sleep on. Most recently, an R&B album by the artist named Joji. He's Japanese, from New York. He's dropped his debut album called Ballads One. Second best R&B album to drop this year, and I think people shouldn't sleep on that because that kid is talented. I don't know if he's a kid. I think he's like 28. But Joji, Ballads One, R&B,
How you
great
spell
album.
Oh.
Joji,
He made that song
J-O-J-J-I.
Dancing in the Dark.
Slow Dancing in the
Slow
Dark.
Dancing in the Dark.
Yeah.
I know that song.
That's a great.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a great
That's a
album.
great song. Wow.
Great album. And I think y'all should definitely listen to that. Don't sleep on that. Went #1, so that's a testament to his talent.
On the billboards?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I think that it has to be one thing, right?
I mean, we could go do a little round table trading back and forth. May learn
I
something.
have two things that I don't think people should sleep on. The first thing, I don't think people should sleep on the way that they speak about themselves to themselves. I have this thing. I stopped saying I stopped saying a lot. I'm in the space where I'm transitioning from saying sorry to saying thank you. So like when I do something, thank you for pointing that out. If I'm late, thank you
like
for waiting
that.
for me. If I offended you, thank you for pointing that out. I'll be sure to work on that. Just watch how you speak about yourself. The universe is always listening, and words become things. Watch how you speak about yourself. Watch how you think about yourself. Be nice to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like people,
I actually need that.
people be out here like talking to me like, "Hey Lee, like, I got this thing, and I'm not you, cause I'm still whack." First of all, I think you whack now. Don't come to me. I never came to nobody and was like, "Hey, I got this little podcast, and my shit whack right now, but my shit was
I've never
always
done it.
fire,
Yeah.
Always.
fire.
That's how you gotta be.
My shit was always fire. I've always been the best.
It comes
Period.
Not everyone's that confident though.
Yeah,
It comes down
you
to
gotta
like
get that.
insecurities and all that. Like
I
I
have
deal with that.
insecurities.
Yeah, but confidence wavers. It's not something you can be maintained for everybody.
This is true. I can't even maintain it sometimes. Sometimes I don't be feeling it. Sometimes, like, I get these messages about how the show is amazing to people on the days where I don't even want to do the shit. And that's why I say, that's how I always say the universe is holding it down. And I know I'm supposed to be doing this shit because it's every day that I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this shit no more. I don't want to. It's like, hey, Lee, this was amazing, son. And I'll be like, damn, I got to keep going, huh? You know what I'm saying? But I think that you have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to speak about yourself when nobody's around? Got to decide that. And yeah, you're gonna fall, you're gonna mess up. Get the fuck up. It's people who be out here every day down in themselves.
Right.
Come on, son. I don't have time. You gotta get up. Gotta get up.
Gotta be your own motivation, be your own life.
Yeah.
Be your own.
When nobody else is fucking with you, you gotta fuck with you.
I was raised like that. I agree 100%.
You gotta fuck with you.
I had to adjust into that. I had to really realize that I am the shit. I have to feel like that. I have to wake up that and feel that.
Say it to
express
yourself
that.
in the mirror, bro.
Because like, you know what I mean? But I do dial back to that insecure, shy, scared of like everything self, like judgment. Like if I start speaking like that, I feel like people will start looking at me a certain way, like, who's this nigga?
See, that's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
You're worried about how they're gonna look at you.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
Fuck them.
You gotta.
My insecurities are deep rooted, man. It's hard to get rid of them, man.
Mine too. Mine too, son. I'm telling you, son. It's a lot of things that you would think just from you knowing me, like, you don't struggle with that. That shit really hits hard. Even
Same here.
down to just thinking that I'm good at what I do. I sometimes I don't have it. I think I just got it.
And you know why it's weird? Because I feel like this is the first thing I'm actually being genuinely good at, and expressing that is even weirder to me.
Exactly.
Up until now, I've never done anything I was proud of or felt like I was good at.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when people like, I can say, yo, Jeff, I'm great at what I do. This is my shit. But when you be like, hey, your show is amazing, that's why it's like, chill, like, relax,
Yeah.
relax, calm down. It's just me.
Mhm.
Because I'm still dealing with it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to believe in myself. But I had to watch how I spoke about myself to myself. That's just what it is,
That
you know what I'm saying?
self-talk is important.
Yeah, man.
It can build you or destroy you. That self-talk.
Yeah. So I think that people need to be careful and they need to not sleep on how they speak about themselves. And I also think don't sleep on just instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? Not even just regular like rap instrumentals. Don't sleep on different genres of music. You know, like I find a lot of comfort in like some of the music I listen to. There's no words.
Mhm.
There's
Right,
no
yeah.
words.
Instrumental music is
It's not a hip hop beat. It's like
Some
a pop or jazz. Like
Mhm.
like right now, I just was telling y'all, I'm listening to the Black Panther original score.
Mhm.
Like not the soundtrack, the original like tribal music scores that
Damn.
were in the music.
I've been
I mean
doing
in
this
the
for
movie.
years, yo.
In the movie. And like those have reset me creatively. Cause when the movie dropped, you know how everybody had a Black Panther version of whatever they did.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something, but it was like I have to wait. I have to really sit on this and grow this idea. I listen to the score. I know exactly what I want.
Fam.
And it's never too late because everybody's done it, but I didn't take a crack
People
at
don't
it.
understand how much it goes into these scores because like it's different instruments and
Yes,
fucking
the
people
orchestra
leading,
and
the
shit.
leading the orchestras and shit. It takes more time to make up than these rap songs. These rap songs are
Facts.
like fucking microwavable.
Yeah,
These-
man. I'm saying, like, I'm trying to tell you,
Yo.
them scores.
Don't make me get in my composer bag. I'll name a few. That's
Bro.
like fucking Ryuji Sakamoto, fucking Nujabes, fucking Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, Justin Hill, I think. Man, these composers are crazy. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good.
I got passionate because
Yeah.
I've never. It's like you're the only other person I've ever heard speak about this type of music. Like I thought I was the only one, so
Nah,
it's dope.
son.
I didn't even listen to the Black Panther one.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
It's like tribal African
Yeah, you know, because, you know, Wakanda, but
traditional.
it's fire. Fire.
You kind of look like Chadwick.
Oh,
Boseman a
nah.
bit. Nah, and like sir, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, nah.
That's not shade.
It's not shade.
That's
My
not-
my girl thinks he looks fine as hell. So
Son, he is fine.
yeah, so that's a compliment. Appreciate it.
No, like certain angles.
Awesome.
I watch Black Panther. And I'm like, is that CR? When did CR become Black Panther?
Especially now I'm
When
growing
it's
up.
like
I'm
this.
growing
Yeah.
out the African curls. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Son, the African. You know what, CR? Shut up.
CR Bozeman.
Son.
CR Panther. Yeah, I don't know. Black.
I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka.
Conscious Panther.
Yo.
Conscious
Yo.
Panther.
I'm done with
Yeah.
y'all,
I'm
yo.
telling you, son. If you bust out talking about something, I ain't worried. I got vibranium. I'm telling everybody.
If
I'm
there's some
telling
African
everybody.
drums on your album, man, I'm
I'm
coming for
telling
Oh.
everybody.
you.
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy? All right, now you're gonna tell y'all.
Don't tell
You got some
nobody.
Wakanda drums on your album?
It's
He
one
do, he do,
song.
he do.
that's-
He do.
It's a little crazy on one song.
If you
Oh,
listen to it close, he's telling
shit.
all the vibranium secrets.
I'm
and shit.
excited now. Okay.
Yo,
That's crazy.
You got anything people shouldn't sleep on, CR?
definitely shouldn't sleep on a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yo, I heard that shit was trash. Is it good?
Oh,
I have that. I haven't read
Oh.
it yet.
I'm sorry, Haitian. The Haitian came out.
Hey,
Bruh,
hey,
Yo.
I own it. I haven't read it yet.
bro, I love that book.
Word?
Mark Manson, like the reason I love that book is because for one, I'm the type of person who's given too many fucks,
Mm.
right? So the whole book and the premise about it is for one, it talks a lot about entitlement and how a lot of people are entitled and expect certain things from society, and that comes from giving too many fucks.
Yeah.
Right? Even when it comes to how people judge you, you care too much, not you, but people in general, right? They care too much about how other people perceive them, right? If you limit that and really direct your attention to shit that's more productive, you'll be happier with yourself, more comfortable with yourself, and you'll be less stressed, right? And also, it just like it tells you and gives you a really good perspective on like, you know, where society is right now and the whole aspect of like a real superficial generation right now that's kind of just Instagram this and, you know, like you said, things are microwavable. We want instant gratification. That comes with entitlement.
Right.
We feel that we don't have to work as hard for certain things because we did X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying?
That ties into how you talk about yourself too, because a lot of people can't talk about themselves in a way that they should or that they would want to because they feel like somebody's gonna like shit on them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people not gonna come to you and say, "Yo, I'm the best right now at what I'm doing," because they feel like you're gonna be like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you
Not gonna
can't be
believe
the
'em.
best yet.
I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying?
I don't even
Like,
fear that reaction. I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Because it'll psych me out a bit. I feel it'll get in my head.
yeah,
It'll
I mean,
stir
mental
my
strength is something
yeah.
that
You
has
have
to
to
be
build.
worked on consistently.
for sure.
The day you do not go to the mental gym is the day you're gonna collapse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that firsthand.
Yeah.
Any day I'm not trying to like consciously get my mind right, I fall apart.
Yeah, your whole
I
day's
fall
fucked
apart,
up.
yo.
I've dealt with that too, where I've woken up and my whole day, like just because, like I don't know, maybe I had an argument with my girl the night before, or maybe I woke up in the morning and like I don't know, I just felt horrible. Like you ever had those days where you just woke up and it was like no matter what you did, like you literally just felt like shit.
Yeah, and it just translates through the whole day.
Yeah.
You just feel like you can't win.
Yeah.
You just take that L.
And you just
But
feel
once
like,
you give in, that's what it is.
and I like that's
You
why I like
can't give in.
that's why I
Bruh.
like her concept.
You can't,
It's either
son.
if you know that you have anxiety or whatever, and then if you stop fighting, that's gonna win. Then the only
Yeah.
way to combat that is to never stop fighting. I agree with that,
Bruh.
but it is hard when you're in
It's
that
hard as
moment.
hell, bro.
It's hard as hell. It's not easy. Like she said, you
Yeah.
got to be in that mental gym, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit is hard. Like I don't even know how I got to this point where I am right now, where I'm genuinely in a good mind state. Like I'm not waking up depressed. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not having those days anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that it stays like that. I mean, obviously I have my ups and downs, but they're not like the days I felt paralyzed
This is
from my depression.
overall, this has been the best year for me. Like I've been avoiding like depression. Like for
Yeah.
the most part. I mean,
Yeah.
the melatonin induced shit, but like, and I have another moment, but for the most part, I've been free from it. You know, it feels
Nice.
good to be free from it. But I going back to like how you should like talk about yourself and just maintaining that. I don't know. It's hard for me because how can I explain it? My mind just controls me. It's like I don't know. I can't help but to let it control me. And when I have those moments where I wake up in the morning and I feel depressed, it translates throughout my entire day at work. I try to go to the gym to free myself from that.
Right.
But even the physical like stress reliever like doesn't translate to my mental. I don't know. And I shouldn't give up during those moments, but it's just like it is what it's supposed to be. I guess
understand.
it's how it's supposed to be today. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's weak. Maybe that's like how it
And
shouldn't
it's
be.
crazy you
But
say that
You
'cause
ain't weak, nigga.
I was just about to say though, right? In those moments of opposition, right? You do have two options. You have an option to be strong, or you do have an option to be weak in that moment.
yeah,
Sometimes we feel more comfortable with what we're used to. We're used to staying and choosing that weak moment where you're just like, fuck it, I can't fight this today.
the easy way out.
The easy way out. Just tell yourself, every time I feel like this, I'm gonna choose to be strong in that moment. Just practice that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to literally change my routine and change what I was doing when I felt like it was like when I'm up, I didn't have to worry about depression because I'm up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That wasn't the problem. It was like, what do I do? How do I respond to those emotions when they occur? Am I gonna choose to let them overpower me, or am I gonna choose to fight some way, somehow? Rather, if it's getting up and say, you know, instead of laying here, I'm just gonna get up and walk to the park, or I'm gonna just go shoot around, play some ball, or I don't know, I'm gonna watch a funny video, something like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I look at those moments kind of as like a form of like protection in a way. Like maybe I feel like certain things do happen for a reason.
Yeah.
So I feel when I'm like taken to places where I'm like letting the depression control me, not go to the gym today or not go do a podcast or whatever. Like I kind of look at that as like protection because I feel like maybe something is something other than me is controlling me and putting me in a position where I'm safer or avoiding some type of negative
I
thing. I
get
don't know.
you.
I look at it, I flip it sometimes. I look at it that way,
I
but
get you.
most of the time I do just be like, you know what I mean, not today, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. And I shouldn't put things off to tomorrow. Tomorrow is
Not guaranteed.
not guaranteed, and it's dangerous putting things off because you're missing moments, and
In the
time is not
present.
guaranteed. Time on this earth is not guaranteed. So
I definitely agree with you 100%, dog.
it's work in process. You
Yeah,
know?
and it takes practice, man. Practice makes perfect. Like, and there's no such thing as perfect, but you can always be excellent.
People shouldn't sleep on being alive, yo. Like
Can
dead
always
ass.
be excellent. Wow, that's good.
People should not sleep on being alive. Like if you wake, I thank God every morning I wake up, And I pray every night before I go to sleep, and I thank God every morning, because this opportunity to be alive should not be taken for granted ever.
I agree.
Like,
That's really good.
I agree. Yeah, ever just really sit down and look around at this existence and just be like, yo, like,
yeah,
I'm lucky as hell to be alive. Like, I'm existing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we're literally living through what would be in history books in 10 years.
exactly.
Us, these moments we're creating, like, will be told about and talked about in years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so when I realize that fact, I just get so thankful, because I want to be remembered. You know, I want to be on the Mount
In
Rushmore
10 years,
podcast.
they're going to hate the music that we playing.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're going to hate it.
Because the same people who was loving it, they're going to grow up and be like, yo, we listen to this trash ass shit.
yeah.
Because they're going to get older and be like, damn, popping Molly and sipping lean all the time doesn't work that well.
Niggas gonna hate CR shit, man. They gonna hate every album you drop, man.
Nah,
Maybe.
fuck that. I
Maybe.
think my shit's going to be timeless.
Hey, shit. I
Fuck
think so too. I think this podcast will be timeless. But,
Yeah, bro.
That's a fact. Niggas going to listen to my shit.
That's You ain't avoid my shit. Joe Rogan, get the fuck out of here. Charlamagne, get the fuck out of here. I'm next. You know what I mean?
Next up, Nick.
Wait until I break into radio. It's over.
Rap.
You want to be on like a radio station, like
I should be, yeah.
Why not?
like you want to be on Power 105,
Why not?
do the rumor report, or you want to have like a show?
I could do both.
Mm.
I'm Lee.
Mm.
The fuck?
My nigga, chill. I'm just asking.
I'm saying,
Hey,
I never
bruh.
even thought about like what I would do with it once I get through the door.
Yeah,
I just know I'm gonna be on the radio.
I would like this show to be like,
What would I do
on
the
a
radio?
network. I want to be on TV rather than radio. I'd rather be on TV.
I'm the media lane. Period.
Yeah,
I'm
It's all
going
the- it's all in-
stupid.
It's all
Like
in the same umbrella.
I always said, like, before I actually reset and went through my archives, I'm like, yeah, you know, the show found me. You know what I'm saying? Like, podcasting found me. I went to school and was doing media. I got videos of me doing interviews telling people I wanted to open up a multimedia company. You know what I'm saying? Like, from 4 or 5 years ago. I'm killing this
You
shit.
was built for this.
Period.
It's already
Period.
written.
Nothing is coincidence. I'm gonna kill this shit. I'm going like you know how like Complex News has like the people who cover and they got like the TRL hosts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that a step further. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be on radio. I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing on radio. I don't know if I'm gonna be like what they call it, a VJ. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be one of the somebody. I heard about somebody asked me if I wanted to be a VJ, but I've heard the term before. I just don't know if it's actually a real term. But the people, they do hang out together, so maybe they made that shit up.
Gotcha.
But they was like basically not like a Charlamagne.
Yeah.
But I've heard the term VJ before. But whatever. I'm gonna take that shit a step further. That nigga walk so I can run.
Pretty much.
I'm
like,
running with it.
There's so many examples of successful people doing what we're doing in the same lane now. Like, there's no way
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah.
follow the same trend and be
Yeah.
better than that. And I want to be better than that, and I will be.
I'm going stupid.
'Cause I think some of these personalities kind of suck. Like, some of these talking head type shits, like these other podcasters that, like, I don't know. I feel like people kind of, like, emulate, trying to copy what's already been done. But I feel kind of what we're doing here and what you're doing with your show is real more unique, more honest, more genuine, I feel. And I feel that's what's missing from the media game. Genuine people.
I'm going nuts.
I agree because you know there's a lot of acting and there's a lot of
People catering to people's
facades.
opinions. Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
a lot of people pretending to appeal to a certain audience, and it's like with you know we want that authenticity. You want that genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
And,
coming.
and I'm opening the door and I'm bringing everybody who been putting in that work with me.
same.
Like
I
I'm
always
putting
had that
my
mentality.
people on. Like what? And if you're a black creative and you really putting that pain in, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't even want this person. I want her. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want him. He's nice. Give me that man.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm wilding with it.
It just comes to a matter who popped first. When whoever popped first, everybody come with him. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Really,
Right.
that's how
Facts.
my mentality is, yo. I feel the same way. I feel
Facts.
like everybody in my circle, everybody that I work with, like I swear, yo, music is gonna be a gateway to everything else, and
Everything.
that's why it's like for me, it's so important for me. I categorize certain people into what they do and who they are because when the opportunity comes, and they're like, "Do you know anybody who?" Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Facts.
You
And
know,
that's-
that's how I
Yeah.
always thought like that, yo.
Yeah, and that's what comes down to is like you guys mentioned to me when we had our little after show meeting as new people, meeting as many people as possible, interacting, fucking networking, because it's important because you never know who you're gonna need.
Never.
You may get asked
No.
that question like, you know somebody, but damn, I don't know. But if you
Mhm.
do, you'll be good. You know what I mean? Set them up with opportunity. So we coming. That's basically what we're trying to say. We coming.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. Y'all want to shout out your shit and we get the fuck out of here? Niggas got work tomorrow.
Major facts.
Go ahead, CR. Go
unfortunately.
first.
Oh, all right. What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's your boy CR, aka Conscious Rap, straight from the 908. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, CR_908. Be on the lookout for that album, Love, Peace, and Beats, coming out in December. You heard?
Yeah, man, it's me, Good Looking Lee. Make sure you check out the Thank Me Later podcast. You can follow me and make sure you follow the show. I'm at Good Looking Lee. There's no G in looking. There's an underscore after the second E on Twitter and Instagram. And then you can follow the show at Thank Me Later Podcast NYC. If you creative, if I don't even care what you do, you ain't got the rap, you ain't got the paint, none of that. You creative or you have an opinion and you think it needs to be heard, make sure you email me at thankmelaterpodcastnyc@gmail.
Do that. And y'all already know my routine. You're not going to get my personal Instagram, but you will get the show's Instagram page if you're not following it. It's at Introverted Intuition Pod. We also have an email address. If you're looking to come on the show and join the conversation, it's at introvertedpod@yahoo.com. And please, wherever you consume this podcast, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever rating system you have, leave a rate, leave a comment. Leave as many stars as possible if you genuinely enjoyed it. Leave as many stars as you want. If you genuinely enjoy it, you do. Leave 5 stars. If you don't, leave 1 star. But wherever you consume this podcast.
Listen, if you don't enjoy it, keep it moving. Okay?
I want all the feedback, though.
All right, cool.
All the feedback. So I know who to block in the future. If I see their username, just block that username. But yeah, wherever you consume this podcast, leave a rate, comment, subscribe. And that's it. Thank you for listening.
All right, we out of here.
Peace.
That was good.
I felt real good about that. I felt good about every episode.